Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your host tonight is an Eagles fanatic.
I already know I like it because it's on a Philadelphia Eagle.
He talks about the Eagles even when they aren't being pulled.
Can't say enough good things. The only negative thing I can say is he's not a Philadelphia Eagle because we had a horrible draft. I'll always hype up an Eagle. Don't you worry, Fonz.
Make sure to ask to see a sweet thigh tattoo. Your host tonight, Colin, a.k.a. Thor Rudisill.
And from the UA studios here in Burridge, Illinois, this is Ultimate Autographs. How's everybody doing today? Colin Rudisill alongside Stephen Ryan and Alex Tellez in the background, at least for a little bit, joining us on a fine Monday afternoon. We're ready to go. There's a ton of things to do. I don't even know if I can go over everything. Let's just quickly skim it all. I think the best series in the room still has to be that Mother's Day series. Happy belated Mother's Day, by the way, to everybody out there, and to your mothers. We've got George Kittle, Ladd McConkey, A.J. Brown, Joe Burrow, and Jim Brown. Those are all speed flexes that I just said. There's a Tom Brady still out there. There's a John Elway and a triple signed cowboy helmet with Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, Drake London, and Hines Ward. Really, all told, I believe there's 16 boxes left. There's 10 headliners in the Mother Day series. That's going to be pretty awesome. There's still some prizes, too. I'm seeing you got some envelopes in front of you there, Steven.
I do. I think there's 2 envelopes left.
Why are you holding 3?
But there's 2 left in the series.
Oh.
There was 5.
Oh.
We don't release the prizes and or gifts until once we close the series.
Oh.
The intrigue.
The intrigue. Indeed. Anyway, that's the Mother's Day series. That should be fun. Outside of that, guys, we have pretty much a fresh Diamond series. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, dual sign speed flex. Tua Tagovailoa speed flex back in the room in a big way. Kurt Warner, Randy Moss, Micah Parsons all on flexes. Puka Nakua's out there. Bo Nix, Justin Jefferson. Diamonds are sick, guys. There are all authentics and speed flexes in that series. 30 boxes, 13 headliners right out the gate. Outside of that, the can't miss 1 and 4 basically has every single headliner still out there, including Saquon Barkley, Jerome Bettis, and Kyron Williams on the dual sign. There's a Ric Flair, the Nature Boy title belt. Shaquille O'Neal, Cal Ripken, Lionel Messi, Russell Wilson, bless you, Alex,
Bless you.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Carmelo Anthony. So many big names in that 1 and 4. Bootleg Practice Squad is literally wide open. Every single helmet still available. Every single item. $49 to win yourself an authentic helmet in that one. Mini helmets and jerseys. Still got Lawrence Taylor, Champ Bailey, Robert Mathis, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, Jim Kelly in the minis. We got Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Eric Dickerson, Ty Law, Mike Evans, and Roger Staubach in the jerseys. Whew, I'm gonna lose my breath doing this, man. We got 8 boxes left in the college. We got CeeDee Lamb on the full-size authentic and a Steve Smith authentic. Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, and Warren Moon all still in that college football series. I believe that's a lottery series too, so we can spin the wheel. I think that's still around here somewhere. Okay, Alex sees it. As long as he has eyes on it, we can do it.
Wait, the what? The wheel?
The
Oh, yeah, it's right here. The lottery ball?
Oh, yeah, there we go. The vault still has Puka Nacua. We also got Phil Simms out there. The final 3 boxes of the vault. Brand new series after that. By the way, I'm guessing the box that we don't do, or isn't the Puka Nacua or Phil Simms rather, is the $300 vault key. So
Nice.
everything is pretty good in the vault. It's a photoed headliner, a listed headliner, and the last vault key. Still got that sick Carlton Fisk baseball helmet. Go Sox. Won a game yesterday, finally.
They took 2 of 3.
Tim Elko's here, baby.
They took 2 of 3.
A 2 or 3, yeah.
I hope the Cubs sweep the Marlins.
Pope Leo,
We start
baby,
tonight.
doing things big for the Chicago White Sox. That was a fun thing just over the weekend with because I think the Cubs were saying he's a Cub fan right away, and then
I know,
all the evidence came out that he was a White Sox fan.
But
Principal of high school, that's his brother.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
the guy they interviewed, the guy who debunked it, but shout out to his mother. She was a Cub fan.
Oh,
That's what he said.
she sounds like an okay lady, I guess.
The Pope was at the 2005 World
They celebrated her yesterday. Shh.
That's
Be
true.
disrespectful. Yesterday was her day.
Did I hit everything?
Maybe.
That's Carlton Fisk, by the way. That's where we were at. 25% chance, 4 boxes to go. I'm ready to go. Steven, ready?
Like the
Good?
Charlotte Checkers, so am I.
Okay.
Sorry. I always love coming into these shows and seeing the previous tabs up, and I have the Calder Cup playoffs up currently.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't even know what is that,
Hockey.
but what?
loves his hockey.
Mike does love his hockey.
He does love his hockey.
The Chicago Wolves, who I've heard of, and the Iceland Rock
okay, yeah.
Hogs, who I've heard of,
Yeah.
are on here as well.
Yeah, the
They're the Central
Rockford
Division.
Rockford is, I think, playing. They have like a game 5 or something, or a game 7. I don't know how many.
In the Central Divisional semifinals, yes, they lost to the Milwaukee Admirals 3-2.
Oh, they just lost. Dang, that
Looks
sucks.
like it.
They
I
won.
do love these team names, though.
Oh, there's minor
Like
league anything just has
The
great team names.
Abbotsford's Canucks, the Cleveland Monsters, the Laval Rocket. Just
Laval.
one rocket. Not rockets. Just un rocket.
Un Rocketo? No, that can't be it.
What
Surely
is-
that's not it. There's the link to the live breaks page, guy. What's up? Chacom says whoop whoop peeps. So Paul is well. All is well. All is well,
Kohete.
man. Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and get the show set up first off with our dice roll. This is going to determine the amount of times we randomize everybody's names to their division. Needed to be at least a 6 or higher, and it is a 7. That works. Here is the Chase Wheelspin. Every series we currently have here at Ultimate Autographs, and there are a lot of them, 9 right now. Whatever it lands on, that'll be the chase for the day. If we do any breaks in that series, you're automatically entered to a top spot draw to win up to $100. You don't even have to win the break. All you have to do is play. And this is kind of crazy. It was 7 for the dice roll in the early show. The chase was the 1 and 4 in the early show. It's staying exactly the same this time around. I will also just add on, because I haven't seen it yet. Whenever there's a series in here I haven't seen, I want to add it. I'm going to throw in that Mother's Day series too. So Mother's Day and 1 and 4. Let's go. That is correct, Julia. That is one of the only 2 headliners gone in the 1 and 4. And we're actually going to flip right over there to the live breaks page to show you guys what's up. Good to see Charles. There was a Gatorade today, Charles. I drank it yesterday. It wasn't that good. So no flavor today
You got a number
for
for him?
Gatorade.
You got a number for him?
I would 4. 4 is good. 4 out of 10. It was not great
It
on the scale of Gatorade, but it did work in a pinch. I'll tell you that. Yes. So the 1 and 4. There are 2 headliners gone. One is Patrick Mahomes. The other one, I believe, is Juan Soto. Sorry. I know we got robbed. Juan Soto, the highest played player in baseball,
I just wanted
and
to call
Patrick
it-
Mahomes.
Just wanted to call it the Juan and 4.
Oh, dang. That'd be a can't miss Juan and 4. Oh, that'd be good. Anyway, every other headliner is still available, guys. So for those that don't know how this one works, it is a 4-spot break. You get football, you get baseball, you get basketball, and you get everything else. And this is what we have left. Cal Ripken Jr., the Iron Man, is still out there on that beautiful Orioles batting helmet. We got Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel, Wilson basketball, one of the most dominant big men of all time. Trae Young, that's kind of a cool looking basketball too.
I know. It's not City Connects. What are they called in the NBA?
Oh yeah, what are they called in the NBA? Alex? Dang it, dude. We got 3 people here. Nobody knows.
City Editions.
City Edition.
City Edition, yeah.
Even though the White Sox City Connect kind of was a City Edition.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
I
I didn't
like
like
them.
their first ones, and I don't really love these ones either.
I like them, but
I'm also not a Bulls fan, so maybe that doesn't
that
help.
does not help your situation.
Yeah, but people loved the first one, and I was like, eh.
The black and white ones with the Helvetica letters.
I don't like 'em.
I'm probably the wrong type of font, but
Yeah, they're okay. Like, they don't look bad, but it's a lot of black. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to play on a 100-degree day wearing those.
I think
The Brady is still there. We'll go to the
Brady's still
Mother's Day
there.
after this. Let's finish this up. Yes, Trae Young on the City Edition basketball. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, now the second most title reigns in WWE, WWF history. John Cena just passed him at WrestleMania, but Ric Flair, an absolute legend. We got Tyson and Holyfield on one boxing glove. They've squashed their beef, but obviously a massive rivalry back in the 90s. Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams, two dominant running backs here on the ripped speed flex for the Rams. This is actually a pretty clever idea because it's ripped speed flex for the Rams and Notre Dame. Both Notre Dame running backs got the orange visor as well. Saquon Barkley, the most yards in a single season, including the postseason all time. Let's talk baseball. White Sox legend Manny Ramirez on the Louisville Slugger here. We've also got John Smoltz on the Louisville Slugger. That's the blonde version. We got Taylor Swift, who was spotted in Philadelphia on Mother's Day, I saw. I don't know why people like gawk so much on that, but like
is she from Philadelphia?
she is from Philadelphia. But her and Travis were at some restaurant or something, and the internet was freaking out. Oh my God, a public appearance of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
God forbid they want to be people.
Yeah, right. Cool album cover here, though, for T Sizzle. Are you a Swiftie?
Not by nature, but
I don't know what that
I
means.
respect her candor.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm at. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say I'm like,
No,
I'm not like,
I'm not overpaying for a ticket.
if Taylor Swift dropped a new album today, I'm not going to lose my mind, and I probably won't even listen to it, but I'll hear some songs, and I'll be like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, like for example, my uncle, he sat fourth row at a Taylor Swift concert in Denver,
What?
but he won the tickets via like the radio.
Does
or
he
something.
like Taylor Swift?
No, he doesn't give.
Why didn't he
credit.
sell it?
Because he respects a good musician.
Okay, hey,
You have
I
to-
mean, whatever.
You have to respect what she's done. Okay?
Sure, I'm not
She's
disagreeing.
Got a following, cult-like following.
I'm just saying, if I won fourth row tickets to a Taylor Swift concert, I could not sell them quick enough.
Exactly. I would definitely attempt to see. I think it was also more he just wanted to sit fourth row at a concert.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty neat.
I think that was part of the.
Was he alone or did he?
No, he
win?
went with his wife.
Yeah, you see, I guess I would check with
Yeah.
my significant other first. But
Again, if you want it for free, but also like if it was me and my wife, she'd be like, "How much can we sell this?"
yeah,
for?"
right. I mean, that's got to go for 4 digits, easy, but probably.
easy money,
I mean,
right?
5 digits, maybe. I don't know.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Is that what album is that?
100. I don't know. See, I don't know enough, but I'm gonna say this. I was gonna say 100%, but now I'm like thinking of other ones. "Shake It Off" is an incredible song, so catchy, and yeah, anytime I hear it, I'm just like,
That's
I just
fair.
wanna shake, 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 shake.
Is
Yeah.
that from the same album? No, that's not the album that's not my favorite. If I had a favorite album,
She's got a decent. I mean, she's got some good songs.
she's got quite the what's the term for musicians?
Catalog.
Catalog. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
It is part of my favorite album. Shake It Off is.
is it?
Yeah, 1989.
1989.
Yes, classic.
Yeah, it is a good one. Yeah, she's great. And that's a cool piece. I mean, regardless, even if you're not a Swiftie, whether you are, if you are a Swiftie, this is perfect. I mean, go in there and get that. But if you aren't, there are definitely a lot of Swifties out there, and people would love this piece for their collection. So it's a good trade piece, good seller piece, one way or another. This is pretty expensive, guys. Don't sleep on it. You know what else is expensive? Licensed jerseys, especially if they're signed by the GOAT, Lionel Messi here. Argentina, what a memorable World Cup he just had with Argentina. I mean, he is such a delight to watch. I know, like, we give Messi a hard time just given who Common is and how much he loves Lionel Messi, but let's spit facts, right? Lionel Messi is an unbelievable soccer player, has done so much for the sport too and its growth and whatever else. That's a very, very sweet jersey. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Carmelo Anthony, excuse me, both still out there as well. And then this Russell Wilson helmet, which is Wisconsin, Broncos, and Seahawks ripped on a speed flex.
Seahawks twice.
Seahawks twice,
You
that's
see
right.
The retro logo down there, and then the modern logo.
Which is pretty awesome. I mean, that's probably the one you'd want to see it on twice. Maybe if you're a Wisconsin fan, you'd like to see that. But, you know, he was...
Maybe NC State.
He did definitely do most of his work with the Seattle Seahawks. This is a very cool helmet, too. Here's that Saquon, by the way. Chrome flex with the green visor.
It's so green chrome that it's like almost not like
Right.
it almost looks standardish, you know.
And then this one is really cool. Kyron Williams, Jerome Bettis. Again, I'm not a Notre Dame football fan necessarily, but this play like a champion on the back, ripped with the Rams. I mean, very coincidental. Not really that they both went to Notre Dame. They produced some good running backs. This is a cool helmet, man. And again, if you get the football spot, you can win any of those helmets we just saw twice, or you can win them both with one spot. In the listed headliner section, we are still looking for everything. Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith, Fernando Tatis, Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. That's 2-on-1, by the way, for the Miracle Mets there. We got Paul Pierce still out there. We got The Answer. And we got Chuck Norris. Austin Matthews is the only one we've seen. So virtually everything in the 1 and 4. Mother's Day, let's talk. I know Julia was asking about it. This is a very, very pink design, which is fun. There's still a lot of stuff in here. Obviously, the Steve Smith is on the desk in front of me, but there are still several speed flexes, 5 of them to be exact, including maybe the best tight end in the NFL, George Kittle on the standard flex. This beautiful two-tone chrome flex, Ladd McConkey, who had a great rookie year. That's still alive. We got triple signed, Aikman, Irvin, Smith, all on one helmet. A.J. Brown and Joe Burrow, that throwback. Cincinnati Bengal logo. We got Burrow across the top. That thing is sick. Tom Brady, the GOAT, is still alive, guys. Authentic helmet with the visor, but this is worth more than maybe all these speed flexes anyway. That is still out there. We're down to 16 boxes with Brady. Jim Brown's still out there, too. We got Brownie the Elf and the 32 on the other side. So there's no reason not to play the series. 5 speed flexes and a Brady still alive. We know what 6 out of 16 are, at least that they're flexes in Brady. Throw in that we know Aikman or the triple sign Cowboy plus John Elway, and then Drake London and Hines Ward. These are all authentic helmets and speed flexes. There are still prizes involved in this series. The grand prize is a pink Hydro Speed Flex signed by Jamar Chase. Whew, we got to go get this, guys. Let's go finish this one up. It's part of the Chase wheel spin as well. That's going to be a big one. $572 in that quad. It gets even cheaper, though, if you play in the double at $286. The single box break, only $143 for a chance at Tom Brady or any of those speed flexes. So, big time there. Let's go to the top. This is the practice squad. This is brand new, guys, so everything in here is still available, including 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 full-size authentic helmets. Jordan Love, who's got a lot of toys to play with this year now, especially the Packers adding a wide receiver for the first time in, 20-something years, which is crazy. Ed Reed is still alive, one of the best safeties of all time. Steve Smith and Michael Irvin, a couple of great receivers. We got, in my opinion, the second best quarterback to play, Drew Brees. We got Aiden Hutchinson on the 2024 alt. Marshall Faulk, Puka Nacua, Darrell Revis, and James Harrison all still out there. The other 2 headliners, football and Emmitt Smith, and then J.J. Watt on the mini helmet. Big old autograph on that mini helmet for J.J.
All right.
That's all still out there, guys. There's also Warren Sapp, Mungo McMichael, RIP to the legend, and Len Dawson. And then the end more section for the guys that don't know how this break works. It is a full football mixer, which means there's jerseys, there's minis, there's footballs, there's slab cards, there's Funko Pops, whatever else, as well as full-size authentic helmets. So an opportunity to win an authentic helmet for $49. If you play in the double box break, you can double up. Let me take a peek here. How about Drew Brees and Steve Smith can win in the same break? Is that it? Is that the... No. Jordan Love and Aiden Hutchinson you can win in the same break. Ed Reed and James Harrison you can win in the same break. So do have some double-up opportunities. J.J. Watt and Marshall Faulk as well. So you could go out there and win a couple of things when it comes to photoed headliners. 5 to go in that double box break. That is one of our closest breaks. Speaking of a series that's wide open, every single box still available in the First Down Diamond Helmet series. That's definitely a good one to have. We're a man down now here in the break room. We've lost Alex. Sad day. We'll see Alex again tomorrow, though.
Yeah, here in this seat.
Yeah, he'll be here. He won't have a choice now.
Yeah.
5 speed flexes in this series, guys, including a dual sign Ed Reed and Ray Lewis speed flex. We've also got a Kurt Warner Hydro Flex with the American Underdog inscription. I love this Tua helmet. That is a sick looking lid with the visor. We'll get a closer look at it. Randy Moss on a Hydro Flex. Micah Parsons on a speed flex. 5 flexes in this photo headliner section, and the other ones all have visors and are beautiful authentics, including a couple of Broncos, Bo Nix and Shannon Sharp. We got a Rave authentic for Baker Mayfield. We got Puka Nacua out here as well. Every single photoed headliner still available in the diamond helmets. Listed headliner section is great as well. Brian Thomas Jr., Antonio Gates, and Eddie George. And then that and more section, guys, all authentic helmets. Potentially some speed flexes in there, too. This is actually a 2-toned Hydro Flex for Randy. Straight cash homie. Hall of Fame on the back, the 84. for, in my opinion, the most talented wide receiver to ever play the game, and maybe the best left-handed quarterback in the league right now, Tua Tagovailoa. This is a sick helmet.
Ooh, love that lid.
Hope Tua is going to be in for a nice year. I mean, when
A healthy year.
Yeah, when he's not getting concussions and whatever else, he is among some of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He can play like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's a top 5 quarterback, but top 10 easily.
Again, he also has that quality that I told you about when Jalen Hurts was making his run in the playoffs. He can play like a top 5 quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you're not a top 5 quarterback doesn't mean you can't win the Super Bowl either. As long as you can play like it, that's what truly matters.
Tyler Cameron said definitely going diamond quad or double. I would do it, brother. That double's already at 7 to go. You could get the party started in the quad. I mean, only 384 with opportunities of winning multiple authentic helmets or speed flexes here in the diamonds. Again, you can win Bo Nix and Shannon Sharp in the same go in this series. Other than that, Randy Moss and Justin Jefferson, I even mentioned that. Rave Authentic Justin Jefferson can win both of those at the same time in this series. You can win Puka Nacua and Kurt Warner at the same time as well. Throw in, obviously, Antonio Gates, Eddie George, Brian Thomas. You got all sorts of options, and that Ed Moore section among the best there is at Ultimate Autographs. So if you win, no matter the price point, even at $384, you win one thing, you are profiting easily, right?
Mm-hmm. You're doing well.
Just talking about how much you're going to profit at the end of the day when it comes to the diamonds. Let's talk baseball for a second, guys. This baseball series is winding down. We got one headliner left, and as a White Sox fan, it's the one I want to see the most, Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk.
Beautiful silver lid, too.
Right?
I
don't think we've seen a helmet quite like that for the White Sox. 25% chance at Carlton Fisk. Great player, one of the best White Sox of all time. Tim Elko getting his first big league hit that started as a home run. That's what you want to see. I'm excited for that. Other than that, let's keep on going down, guys. 25% chance again at that Carlton Fisk. College NIL deal. Again, this is the lottery series, so you have opportunities of winning gift cards in this series as well, on top of all the stuff that we still have left, because we are down to the final 8 boxes, and we have 6 headliners. 6 headliners left in the college. 2 of them are photoed here. One is CeeDee Lamb, full-size authentic Oklahoma for one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, as well as Steve Smith Sr. still alive on the Utah Utes. That's a shut authentic helmet, which is pretty cool. So both of those still out there. And then we've also got a couple of listed names. Tim Brown, that'll be Notre Dame. We got LaShawn McCoy on the Pitt Panthers, Hines Ward on the Georgia Bulldogs, and Warren Moon on the Washington Huskies. Are you impressed? I got all of those.
I am very impressed.
Thank you. That's a big deal for me.
I know.
Yeah.
You're growing so much.
6 headliners left, 8 boxes. There's also 5 gift cards still left, guys. So again, in this series, not only can you win a full-size authentic helmet or a full-size helmet in general, you can also win some money back on top of it. That's what's pretty cool about the college series. Still got a lot of heat left in that one. Moving down to the jerseys and the minis, and holy cow, I think we finished the rundown after that.
You figured it out.
Jerseys. Actually, we still have them all. 22 boxes. We have 9 headliners in the jerseys, including one of the best gunslingers to ever play the game. That is Brett Favre, still out there and available. Champ Bailey on the Denver Bronco jersey. In my opinion, the best cornerback to ever play the game at just pure cornerback. I think it's Dion when you talk about everything he encompassed, but just pure cornerback position, I go Champ Bailey. Eric Dickerson, the single-season rushing yards record holder, is still out there. We got Ty Law on the Patriots jersey, which is pretty sweet. Love that thing. Mike Evans as well on the kind of new school jersey for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the great Roger Staubach still alive. What is that Warren Moon jersey on?
That was the his Eskimo, like the Canadian League one.
What?
Yeah.
That's sick. I was like, I don't remember him ever playing for the Packers.
Nope. He has not, but
that's funny. Anyway, we've also got all 3 listed guys: Kellen Winslow, Mike Singletary, and Fred Taylor. So again, those jerseys, cheapest entry point at just $28. And we are sitting at 22 boxes and 9 headliners. Julia, I can't believe it either. That, as loaded as it is, too. I mean, you got to think about the ceiling is obviously Tom Brady, but when you look at kind of like shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars kind of thing, we are sitting here looking for George Kittle on a speed flex. We're still looking. There's so many things I'm forgetting. There
It's
it is.
already
Ladd
been
McConkey
cool,
on a flex.
Charles.
A.J. Brown on the flex. Joe Burrow on the flex. Jim Brown on the flex. So it's Brady, and there's 5 flexes. There's also still the Jamar Chase flex that's at play if you win one of the envelopes that we have left. There's still the triple sign Aikman, Urban, and Smith. There's still John Elway. There are some massive, massive hits in this series. I'm very surprised that there are 10 headliners left, 16 boxes, and still have opportunities as well. And yes, that moon is gone, by the way. I was just commenting on it because I didn't know what it was. I've not seen the Eskimo jersey before, which is kind of cool. We got to go to the vault, but first let's stop at the mini helmets. We have 16 boxes, 8 headliners, 50% chance on the dot. Still looking for one of the best defensive players to ever play the game in Lawrence Taylor. We got a 3.0 salute for Champ Bailey. Jim Kelly is still alive, 4 straight Super Bowls for him. Robert Mathis, the all-time leader in forced fumbles, I believe is correct. Eric Dickerson still alive, and how about Warren Moon on the Rave Mini? That is a sick mini helmet. So there could still be a mooning for comment tonight if we don't pull the Warren Moon Mini in the mini helmets. I haven't seen, I think this is the first Rave Seahawks I have a potential of seeing. I think we've had it before, but I've never seen one out in the wild in person. So that'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Aaron Jones and Patrick Willis, again, $50, guys. 2 boxes coming out for that price. Let's go to the vault. And then I believe we have hit everything. Here it is, the vault. This is actually one I think that's worth playing too, guys. It's $93 to play. There's 3 boxes left. One of them is a beautiful looking replica helmet signed by the great Puka Nacua, who's had such a great start to his NFL career. That's a 1 in 3 chance at the last photoed headliner. It's also a 1 in 3 chance at the last listed headliner. That is Phil Simms, Giants legend at the quarterback position. And then the last one is an Ann Moore section, guys. But there's still a $300 vault key out there. So think about this. $93. If you win in this break, you're either getting a Puka Nacua replica helmet. Well worth the price of admission, right? You're getting a Phil Simms helmet. Could be a rep, could be an authentic, worth the price of admission. Even if you win the Ann Moore hit, you get a filler, that's going to come with $300. You're going to end up getting paid, what, $207 on top of taking home a full-size authentic or replica helmet. So that is definitely a series that's worth playing, in my opinion, is the vault. I'm going to go ahead and drop in some breaks. Here's the practice squad double again. This is the first break of that series, so we haven't done a single box. 5 spots to go in that one. I'm also going to drop in the Mother's Day singles. 6 spots to go there, $143. There you go. Still looking for Brady and 5 speed flexes in that one. We're 2 to go on the can't miss 1 and 4. I'll drop that one in. There's still basically every single headliner besides Juan Soto and Patty Mahomes. Everything else is still out there, and it's only a 4-spot break. It is a part of the chase, guys, so definitely recommend going after that. And I'll drop in this baseball double series. I think these are the breaks that are close, things that we can see happen here in the next few moments, as long as you guys want to play. Take a quick look, too, here on the beautiful chrome flex of Steve Smith. If you're looking for some sick helmets like this, guys, go check out that Mother's Day series. Again, 5 speed flexes, and that Tom Brady's still alive as well. Well, I'm parched.
Should have had the Gatorade.
Yeah, right. Not even for the taste test. Just I just need
For the
it.
hydration.
For the hydration, yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the world of sports, shall we?
The old world.
NBA's been crazy, especially the Indiana Pacers, who just cannot seem to slow down with their scoring. It's been unbelievable. It's been weird just to watch like how much Cleveland dominated in round 1 and then just to turn around and get dominated so far in round 2. Pacers up 3-1 over Cleveland and looking pretty unstoppable. Denver played a great series the first time around against the Clippers, now having equally as good a series so far against the Thunder. I feel like that's one that I wouldn't be surprised goes to 7 games at this point, tied 2-2 as well. Outside of that, in the hockey world,
I take his word for it, Charles.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
take
even
his
remember the
word for
flavor,
it.
if I'm being completely honest.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah, it was not that good. I wouldn't get it again, other than to share it with Steven.
To make me miserable.
Yeah. 5-2, the Stars on top of the Jets, and then the Panthers on top of the Maple Leafs tie that series up at 2. Another series I feel like that might go 7 games. So, be interesting. I think the games tonight in the hockey world, we've got Carolina and Washington, plus Vegas and Edmonton. That's been a fun series as well. And then basketball-wise, my poor Warriors, who are limping themselves trying to get to the finals. That whole series.
I think it's been a good run.
losing Curry for that second game was not good.
Well, for any of the games.
Any of the
Losing
games.
Curry in general.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's setting up the series on a. They need him, you know.
Oh, he is an absolute requirement.
Yeah, it's a tough series with him. It's almost impossible without him.
Yep.
Yeah, they're down 2-1. Knicks up 2-1 on the Celtics.
That Celtics will win the next 3.
I think the Knicks are going to win.
No, they're not.
I think the Knicks are going to win.
I'm sorry.
You heard it here first.
Okay. Well,
Knicks are going to win.
just the way the 3 games have happened, the Knicks have not shown me anything.
I'm going to go ahead and say the Knicks are actually going to go up 3-1 tonight.
Are you saying the Knicks are going to win or the Celtics will beat themselves?
I'm saying when some team needs to win 4 out of 7 games, the Knicks will be that team.
But by proxy, they'll be that team because the Celtics beat themselves.
That might be the case. I don't know. But I'm saying the Knicks will win. I don't care how they get there. I think New York is going to win. Which was worse, the one you drank? The cucumber, 100%. Cucumber is the worst flavor of Gatorade. I don't know why anybody drinks that. I don't know how it's even a flavor these days, to be quite frankly with you. But yeah, you know, it's each their own.
I think the Celtics will win the next 3. I think Saturday was more indicative of what the series. They played tonight, right?
Yep, they play tonight, and they're 6.5-point favorites, the Celtics.
Do you want to hear
On the
a
road.
fun stat?
Yes.
I believe it is the Knicks who
Okay.
are 0-8 on ESPN
Really?
this year,
0-8.
and 7-1 on TNT.
How many are the rest of the games on ESPN?
This game's on ESPN.
This game's on
so they're
ESPN.
going to be tied. Then the next game, I believe, is on TNT.
Okay, so they'll go up 3-2.
Bottom line, the Knicks are going to win in 7, according to this stat.
If you just go on the network they play on.
Yep, if
Knicks
it's
in
network
7.
based, it's Knicks in 7. And no home
That's a
team,
wild stat.
And no home team is going to win a game.
Wow. Wow. That's actually a pretty crazy stat.
Yeah, right. Heard that one this morning.
I'm excited as an Eagle fan. This got announced this morning, I think.
Derek Carr retired.
I do have a fun stat about Derek Carr.
Okay.
But week 1, Eagles Cowboys should be fun.
Yes,
They
on
officially announced
Thursday,
it.
September 4th.
Which is great because they got the ring ceremony, they got the banner ceremony all happening, and it's going to be
Right.
in front of Dallas, which I'm happy with.
I got Adam A
Thank you.
covered. Yep.
We'll get you taken care of, Adam. Derek Carr, yes, Derek Carr retired, which was surprising, I think. It was surprising to me. I know the shoulder injury was bad. I'm guessing it had to be surprising to the Saints, too, because they didn't address anything in the offseason when it comes to quarterback, and they didn't address in the draft when it came to quarterback. So I'm guessing that was a bit of a shock. Can you put in 3 boxes, too? In the last 3
You are
boxes.
correct.
But Derek Carr, I believe, is the only quarterback. Hold on. Let me make sure I have the correct stat here. I need to know how many. He is the only quarterback in NFL history to have 70-plus wins and no playoff wins. He's the only quarterback in NFL history, and I believe he's the only quarterback in NFL history to have over 40,000 passing yards and no playoff wins.
Wow.
I also saw something interesting that was like
I guess someone's got to be, right?
most wins in a season or losses in a season when it came to like year 6, year 7, year 8, year 9, something like that. It was like David Carr, David Carr, David Carr, Derek Carr, Derek Carr, Derek Carr. Like it was the Carr brothers from like year 6 to year 11 for the most losses.
The fact that David Carr got that far.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to bring that one up first because it is a good point to say, like, David Carr was a part of an expansion team. There was a lot of other issues.
Yes.
Like, Derek Carr, too. Derek Carr had some good seasons, and he played on some really bad teams, you know? Like, I'm not trying to say either one of them aren't good. It's just appalling, actually. I'm actually saying the opposite, how good they were.
Compared to their
Derek.
situation.
Yeah, given the situation they were in. I don't think Derek Carr ever played on a good team.
No.
Like,
There was the one
his
Raiders
entire
that-
career.
There was that one Raiders team that was really good. He got
Yeah.
hurt, and they had to start like Connor Cook in the playoffs.
Yep, 2021, they were
you're
10 and
just like,
7. They were 10 and 7, and Derek Carr looked like he had 4,804 yards and 23 touchdowns that year.
Yep.
Yeah, and he got hurt. That was the only, like you said, that was the only, like,
He also dealt with
great
Antonio
year.
Brown for a session or two.
tough.
It's a tough role.
Colin, do you really want us to hurt your feelings at home week 1?
I don't
really
that's
have a
gonna
choice
happen.
now.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen either.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know. I'm excited for football. That's all I do now.
I don't think the Cowboys are going to be that good.
I was watching the UFL the other day just to scratch an itch. All right, so 5 to go on the Mother's Day single, guys. 2 to go on the can't miss 1 and 4. And 5 to go on the double box break for the practice squad. Let's do those breaks. Especially the Mother's Day. I know I keep bringing it up, but 5 flexes and a Tom Brady in 16 boxes. That's already a, 3 and 8 chance, almost 50% that the next box we do is either going to be a speed flex or Tom Brady.
Right.
Even better when you throw in Elway, the triple sign Cowboy, Drake London, and Hines Ward. Now we're talking 10 and 16, 5 and 8. The next box we do is a photoed or listed headliner. Not to mention, just to keep on going, it's all authentic helmets in this series. So even if you hit a filler hit, you're still getting an authentic. Not to mention, we still have envelopes where you can win prizes. And one of those prizes might be a Hydro Speedflex Jamar Chase.
Might be.
Yeah, I would say let's keep going.
Do you want to hear a transition?
Okay.
Because you said we're 2 to go in the 1 and 4 single. Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, 2 to 4 in that 1 and 4 single, right? Lots of generational talent in that one, such as Shaquille O'Neal,
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Sure.
a guy who regularly does visit this break, one Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
He's seeking a potential trade from the Bucks.
I saw
Bless
that.
you. Bless
Thank you. Alex is contagious. I'm glad he left.
Giannis and the Bucks are seeking trades. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm
Means
curious
future.
to see who gets robbed. Someone's getting robbed in this situation.
I'm gonna put my guess in the ring.
What team?
Yes, I think Giannis Antetokounmpo is a future Los Angeles Laker.
It's a fair call. I'm going to counter it. I think he's going to be an Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh my God, that would be so nasty. I like your story better. That would be sick.
Especially if Jokic beats them this round. And they lose in the second round again. And they're just like, fine. You want Jalen Williams and 7 first rounders? You want Jalen Williams and XYZ, or do you want Chet Holmgren and XYZ? They can put together quite the compelling package and just be like, okay, Giannis and SGA, that's the combo.
Man, if they could keep Holmgren though and have Giannis, SGA, and Holmgren,
And you can get rid of Hartenstein, as like salary cap filler. Yeah, no.
I mean, they traded everything to get draft already. Like, just trade your draft now and go get Giannis, and now you're winning. It's time to win.
Yep, it would be winning time for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they already have the best record in the league this year. So it's them, or the Rockets also have a lot of other assets, but the Spurs also have a lot of picks too.
That would be nasty too. Giannis and Wemby. Can you imagine? Like, they could just take turns taking the ball up the court. Like,
You can give the Bucks Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, and be like, here's 6 first rounders.
yeah.
We'll take Giannis over here, please. De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, and Wemby.
I love De'Aaron Fox.
Like, that team's already strapped to the gills.
Nasty. De'Aaron Fox, another guy we see in that 1 and 4 occasionally.
He might not even be listed.
No. Well, especially in a can't miss 1 and 4. Which, again, for those that are just tuning in, because we're up to 29 people, this is a part of the chase. First and foremost, we're 2 to go on the single. Patrick Mahomes and Juan Soto, those are the only 2 headliners gone. Everything else you see in this graphic is still available. Really love that Russell Wilson. I know you're, I think, a fan, considering you
Of Russell Wilson?
Yeah,
I am, yeah.
Yeah. I think, like,
He's got a bad rap recently, but young Russell Wilson issue.
I don't think he should be getting a bad rep. I just think he's
Old.
Yeah, he's just old. He's just, his best years are behind him, and it's pretty clear.
But,
And not to say he's not a serviceable quarterback, but
But that also just needs to be acknowledged across all sports, right?
yeah.
You're old.
Yep.
It's okay.
Prime Russ was a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
He was really, among one of the best quarterbacks
Rookie
in the NFL.
Russ to like year 4 or 5 Russ with the Legion of Boom. Like,
yeah,
just
it was fun
insane.
to watch with Pete
Insane.
Carroll. Yeah, it was great. And Russell Wilson, I don't know how. I mean, I remember watching that draft and obviously watching Big Ten football. I was like, Russell Wilson's the best quarterback in the Big Ten. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
That was the Andrew Luck draft and RG3 draft.
Well, I don't. And you listen, there was a lot of injuries for Robert Griffin III. And usually I call out when I'm wrong because I've done it a lot. Like I was wrong about Justin Herbert. I did say Robert Griffin III got picked way too early. I thought that was way too early of a pick. But the injuries definitely did not help.
He was
his
also
situation.
a proponent of the hype train.
Yeah.
Because he won the Heisman that year, right?
He definitely was.
And I think he kind of came onto the scene. Like, I think we knew about him in college football, but then he had that year at Baylor. And again, we've seen hype trains lead to pick players going picked way higher than they should be.
I think even if he didn't get hurt, that's where it would have led. But we'll never know because he was getting better, and then he got hurt, and it was like, well, we never get to know. I feel bad that was the case, but Russell Wilson got picked in like the 3rd round, and it was like, what? I was so surprised, and obviously it worked out great for Seattle. I mean, they wouldn't change a thing, and if you go back and redraft that class, I guarantee Russell Wilson gets drafted early in the 1st round. Same with guys like Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams. You got that rip flex still in there. Saquon Barkley. You can win any of those 3 helmets, by the way, in the same go. If you play in the double box break, you can win all 3 of them in the same go in the quad box break.
2012 draft?
That sounds right. Bob said even a serviceable Giants quarterback will be much better than we had last year. That's 100% facts. They redefined that quarterback room a little bit. How do you feel about Jackson Dart?
Ryan Tannehill was drafted ahead of him.
Ryan Tannehill was okay.
He was solid.
Yeah, I would take him over RG3.
Brandon Whedon?
No. He went in the 1st round.
Who was 28 years old?
Yeah, that was a horrible pick. Even then, everybody was like, "What?"
He's like experienced. Brock Osweiler in the 2nd round.
No, yeah, ahead of Russ. People thought Brock Osweiler
that was literally a height thing.
Yeah, people thought because it's so funny that's like a thing. Oh, he's tall.
And then Russell Wilson 75th. Yep.
Like cool. Who cares?
But can you throw the football?
No.
Well, he couldn't.
Drew Lock,
Russell Wilson could.
Isn't Drew Lock kind of a tall guy too? Isn't that like the same thing with him? They were like, yeah, he's a big dude, so he'll do well. It's like, why?
Just the one thing you can't teach. You can't teach height.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily help you.
No, it does. If you can't, well, that's why, if you see a common denominator across a lot of these quarterbacks that play in the game today, they have a little baseball experience to them.
I like Brad. He's got the right call, too. I would say baseball. We're 4 to go. I'll drop that in there again in the double box break. This is 2 of the last 4 boxes coming out in one go. We are still looking for the great Carlton Fisk on that White Sox helmet. Very cool, man. There's not a lot of times you want a White Sox, but here it is. Go get him. 25% chance of Carlton Fisk. It's a baseball mixer, so we still probably got bats. There's jerseys. There's helmets. I don't think there's any baseballs. I think it's higher end than that, so definitely would recommend that too.
What a first 3 rounds for Seattle in this draft. My goodness. Bruce Irvin with the 15th pick.
Dog.
Bobby Wagner in the 2nd round with the 47th pick.
Steal.
And then Russell Wilson with the 75th pick in the 3rd round.
Bobby Wagner is a guy that, like, they talk about the Legion of Boom and obviously Richard Sherman and whatever else, Cam Chancellor, which is well-deserved. Bobby Wagner was a centerpiece on that defense.
He was.
I mean, he was a huge piece. Manziel was not good in the NFL, so was Tebow. Manziel didn't do himself any favors, obviously.
Well, he didn't help himself by any means.
No.
He was all talent, no study.
Tebow was great in college, and I think Tebow was a situation where, like, I think the fans wanted him to do well, but the analysts were like, Tebow's not. Like, he's not an NFL caliber quarterback.
Tebow is a fantastic, quarterbacks coach. Leader kind of guy.
He had, one okay season. Remember
his rookie year when Demaryius Thomas caught still the only Bronco quarterback drafted in the 1st round to win a
I'm honestly being friendly. That year I'm talking about, he had 1,729 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. But he won a playoff game.
But he won a playoff game.
Yeah.
He beat the Steelers somehow. Sorry, the Broncos beat the Steelers. He just happened to be playing quarterback for them. Also, they went on an insane run that year, and the defense was allowing 11 points a game.
My favorite game,
so silly.
My favorite Tim Tebow moment in the NFL was when he played. He was 8-6 as a starter, by the way.
Yeah. Winner.
He was playing the Bears, and I was watching with my dad and my brother. And RIP to Marion Barber, but he ran a ball to the outside, and it would have ended the game. He got this 1st down, and instead of getting out of bounds, he kept running. and he just like coughed up the football. Nobody else touched him. He just coughed up the football. The Broncos recovered it. They ended up winning the game. And I was just like, or you know what? Maybe he didn't fumble. He might have ran out of bounds. I think that was the situation.
Who was it? What was the situation?
It was Marion Barber. I think this is what happened. He needed to stay in bounds to like run out the clock, and he ran out of bounds. So the
R.I.P.
Broncos had time. And I told my dad, I'm like, I mean, God pushed him out of bounds. You know, he was trying to go down, and God's like, nope, 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 and he pushed him out of bounds. And the Broncos ended up going down and winning the game. Look at Todd Helton. He played football at Tennessee. Yeah, well, if you're a big body, especially in college and whatever else, it is definitely you can do a lot of different things. You know, if you're big and strong. Tebow was a culture quarterback to a lot of people. The NFL doesn't care about your religion. Can you throw the deep out cut? Yeah. Well, Tebow, let's not undersell it. Tebow was a fantastic college quarterback. I mean, he's one of the best college players of all time. He was great at running the ball, but he was a decent passer too. He just didn't have what it took to be an NFL quarterback, especially at that time.
It's a different level of game.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah. I'm not trying to undersell Tim Tebow here. He was really good in college. Really good in college. Which is why he pops up on our college series a lot of times, and you don't see him in the Diamond Helmet series, for example.
We have had him in the Diamond series before, though.
4 spots to go in that double box break for baseball, guys. We have like a lot of breaks that have a spot or two bought into, and then some that are getting very close. Let's rock. We are almost an hour in, still looking for our first break. What's it going to be in? That practice squad that's 5 to go with every single headliner still available. That's 10 authentic helmets you can win for $98, maybe 2 for $98. You can also play in the single, obviously, and get one for under $50. We're 2 to go on the can't miss 1 and 4. We still have a Lionel Messi licensed jersey. Still got the Ric Flair belt, the speed flexes that are in there. 4 to go on that baseball series with Carlton Fisk still out there. Carlton Fisk tagging out the 2 runners at home. I was just trying to Google them, and I forgot that was the thing that happened. Longtime Red Sox and White Sox, obviously, but 11-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glover. One of the best catchers of all time. Was a Rookie of the Year. I don't know. He's probably one of those players that, like, if you're a Red Sox fan, you claim him. And if you're a White Sox fan, you claim him. You know what I mean? Like, he did pretty good on both teams. Technically had a longer career with Chicago, but he got more All-Stars, I think, with Boston. It's a great little helmet to have, too. I mean, 68.4 career WAR. He had 2,356 hits. He's in the 300 home run club. He was actually only 24 home runs away from being in the 400 home run club. Speaking of that, now I'm getting sidetracked, but how are we looking on our Ellie De La Cruz? Oh, man, he needs to pick up the home runs.
What was our Ellie De La Cruz?
To join the what was it, 40-70 club or whatever?
Oh, God.
I can't remember what it was.
That's the Ronald Acuna Club?
The Ronald Acuna Club, yeah. We were like, he can do it. And like, he can. He does have 14 stolen bases.
You know
already.
who might be able to do it in a few years? Pete Armstrong. I don't think so this year, but I think in a few years he could have a special season like that. He's got the pop in the bat. He's just got to, it's got to lock in one time.
Yeah, PCA would be a good one to. I know we've had him in the break room before, but it'd be cool to get him
back.
again. Yeah,
Before he gets even more.
Yeah, he's got 10 home runs and 13 stolen bases this year already.
What's his WAR?
2.5.
God, that's what he does.
Here's a question for you. I know Brett Favre played for the Falcons for 1 season. How do you think they would have done if they never traded him to the Packers?
What the Falcons would have done? Great question. I mean,
Yeah,
they
this
did make a Super Bowl a few years later. Like
I was
6 or
gonna say
7.
like they did okay.
It was a different game back then, you know?
I'm trying to look up Brett Favre on Pro Baseball
I
Reference.
did that. I literally did that. We pulled Hideki Matsui on Friday, and I was looking up on NFL, and just nothing was appearing. I was like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, that's why.
Let's see. Falcons. Who was the Falcons quarterback in the 90s? Chris Miller, I think. Oh, and Jeff George. Dang, sorry. Go Illini, but geez. I would imagine better. You know,
Well, yeah, you would imagine
with
better,
that being
right?
said, they probably never would have had Michael Vick, so you would have missed out on that whole era. But I think even with that, probably better if they would have kept Brett Favre. I mean, it's pretty easy to say that.
I think for the Falcons in their specific scenario, I think you don't trade him because, like, yeah, you might have missed out on Michael Vick, but what did the Michael Vick era truly provide in the sense of like titles or, you know, they went to a conference championship game, I think, and faced your Eagles, but like you would have traded a Brett Favre Super Bowl for that any day of the year, you know?
Oh, yeah. They went to a Super Bowl in 1998. Yeah, but
That's because Jamal Anderson, didn't he win the MVP? He won the rushing title or something.
410 attempts, 1,846 yards, and 14 touchdowns. He did not win the MVP, but he was a first-team All-Pro that year. Third in MVP voting.
Okay, so I mean they had
That's who you won. Oh, Terrell Davis. That was the year.
Oh,
he had
that makes sense.
2,000 yards.
And they lost to him. So
Yeah. Yeah. But by the way, Randall Cunningham finished second in MVP voting, and Randy Moss finished fourth. If you want to know how good the passing attack was for the Vikings that year.
Oh, they went 15-1 that year.
That was a fun year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 3. I don't remember it, but fun year. Terrell Davis rushing for 2,000, Jamal Anderson doing his thing, and the Vikings being incredible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would have won even with Favre. It's hard to say. It's hard to rewrite history. You know, you know me. I hate playing the hypothetical situation because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, give Manning Bill Belichick and whatever else, and like how many Super Bowls would he have won? And it's like, well, that's not what happened. You know, you could say the same. Give Brady, Harrison, and Wayne, and how better is, you know, how many more numbers is Brady's record going up?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Who knows? You know,
Great question.
So you can only work with what you have. I think, though, if I had to guess, if you're going to make me choose, I think the Falcons probably would be better if they had kept Brett Favre, but especially since they missed with my boy Jeff George, first overall pick from Illinois. That just did not work out. What can work out, though, guys, is the Mother's Day series. I know we keep harping on this one, guys, but it is the best series in the room right now. I mean, 5 speed flexes and Tom Brady still at large in the Mother's Day series. 16 boxes and 10 headliners. I mean, I don't remember the last time we've been in a situation like this. We are halfway through this series with, I mean, all of the major headliners still in play.
Yep.
Virtually. Even this John Elway is an authentic helmet, but it's a 2-tone hydro authentic with a visor. Like, everything that is major in this series is still here, including Tom Brady and 5 speed flexes and an opportunity of winning a pink hydro flex Jamar Chase. It's baffling to me, really, that this is not a series that's moving a little bit quicker, given what's left halfway to go in it. Jay wants that 1-4 single. Couldn't agree more there either. I mean, this is, I think, a case that we've seen before. I think people were probably after Patty, but there's so many other major things in this 1-4. When you throw in Russell Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Jerome and Kyron, all on flexes, any of those you get for $200, well worth it. Same with anything else in here, man. The Messi jersey, the Abdul-Jabbar, the Carmelo Anthony, Ric Flair, Trae Young, Shaquille O'Neal, massive names, all in this 1-4. We'll try a little last hour spice up here. We'll double up the wheel spin, too.
Okay.
Just for anything that we get done here between the 1-4 and the Mother's Day series. Craig says Favre wouldn't have succeeded in Atlanta. He partied too much. Interesting. Green Bay was great for him to succeed because it's small and nothing to do there but play football.
That's potentially a fair point.
Potentially. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, maybe he that could be true, but like maybe he finds somebody in Atlanta that helps him get on the right track, you know, if he stays there. Like, it's hard to say.
I would also say this, Craig, as a Wisconsinite. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing to do there, but when there's nothing to do, that's also when you can get into real trouble.
That is true. That is true. You can
get
find
into
some trouble.
real trouble.
I mean, you did look at the history of Chris Carter's a perfect example because when he was in Philadelphia, he was partying and whatever else, getting into trouble. And, you know, he left Philly. And because of that, he got himself straight, went to Minnesota and had a great career. I think if he would have stayed in Philly, it seems like it was just not going to get any better for him. But
Well, Craig says Farb said it, so.
right, and listen, I'm not disagreeing with what he's saying. I'm like, that could very well be the facts. I'm just saying you don't know what happens 3-4 years into his career. Like maybe he's in a spiral and he finds somebody, like somebody comes into his life or he hits
Yeah.
rock bottom and he's able to turn it around, and then the back half of his career is incredible.
The butterfly
I'm not
effect
saying it
is
wasn't
crazy, bro.
Yeah. I'm not saying it all worked out for him in the end, because it definitely did.
Yeah.
He won Super Bowls. He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. It was the best thing for him. That's not what I'm disagreeing with.
Football-wise.
Right. Well, in general, his life. What? He was a partier?
No, just other things.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't think that has anything
He
to do with
partied in different varieties.
I don't think that has anything to do with Green Bay.
Well,
this
in
is
football,
Steve Smith
in football,
on the
that's
table.
what I mean, yeah.
Steve Smith, Chrome Flex on the table, Craig. The lad is still out there. Lad is still out there. There's so many big things still out there in that series. Again, just to run it down one more time. Two-toned Hydro Authentic of John Elway is still out there. The George Kittle Speed Flex. The two-tone Chrome Flex Lad McConkey. The triple sign Cowboy Authentic with the visor Aikman, Irvin, and Smith. We're still looking for the A.J. Brown Speed Flex. That ripped flex of Joe Burrow. The Tom Brady is still alive. The ripped flex of Jim Brown is still out there. I mean, let's look at some of these videos. Sick. You can win both of these, by the way, in the same go. This one is crazy. The old school logo, Joe Burrow. Which, by the way, you could end up winning Jamar Chase too in this series if you get one of the envelopes. And then we're also still looking for Drake London and Hines Ward.
Mother's Day says 10 and 16 chance.
10 and 16. That is correct. 10 and 16. But 6 and 16 at just Flexes and Brady. So almost a 50% chance of just Flexes and Brady. But yeah, 10 and 16 as a whole. Just jumped in the practice squad double. Let's go, Mark. We're 4 to go in the practice squad double. Let's get that one done. We're 5 to go in the Mother's Day single. I'm going to drop in both of those. Here's the Mother's Day single, 5 spots to go, and 4 spots to go in that practice squad double. Boom. Let's get it. It's hot in here, dude. Or is it just me?
You're sweltering. No, I'm just kidding. It is a little toasty outside.
You know, I was saying that as like, am I the only one that's hot, like feeling it? I didn't mean that as like is it just me? I don't know if that's how it came off, but no, Jim Brown is still there. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, dude. That Mother's Day series, like almost every single major helmet is still there. I would say the coolest helmet that's been pulled, probably the Steve Smith and then the Laporta and Williams dual signed. Like the Bradshaw got pulled, the James got pulled. Like those are speed flexes. They're cool. But like the two-tone Hydro Authentic John Elway, the Brady, that sick Joe Burrow, that sick Jim Brown, the two-tone Chrome Flex Lad McConkey, all that's still there, man. 5 speed flexes in Tom Brady, and that two-toned John Elway, and the triple sign Cowboy, all still there, man. Crazy stuff. And cool that we haven't haven't had a break in the new diamond since it was released right before the end of I know, bro. I mean, I know there's like a lot of things going on. That Mother's Day series probably kind of stole the show on Sunday, and it's still here, so it's still stealing the show. That is definitely going to happen, though, at some point. The Diamonds will get kickstarted at some point because it's too good of a series not to do. It is the premier series at Ultimate Autographs. That Tua Tagovailoa is sick. The Randy Moss, so you can double up with Jay Jettas. The Micah Parsons, Kurt Warner. There's 5 speed flexes in this one. And this one, you can win under $100 in the single, which is insane. In the quad box break even, it's only $384. I mean, if you win anything, any authentic helmet, you're profiting, right? So you get one spot, you win one thing, instant profit. But when you start looking at the possibilities of winning like Randy Moss and Jay Jettas in the same break, now you're talking about like doubling, tripling, quadrupling your money. You know what I mean? Like things like that can happen all over the place in the Diamonds and in that Mother's Day series. The only difference is for the Diamonds, you don't have to spend quite as much money to hop in. But 5 flexes in a Brady. I mean, Brady is a ton of money. Jim Brown's a ton of money. I don't have to tell you guys this, you know. Need the 1 and 4 to get moving too. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's almost probably overwhelming how many good breaks there are out there right now. Like Mother's Day has 5 flexes. Diamonds have 5 flexes. There's still 3 flexes in the 1 and 4, plus all sorts of other great stuff. There's still 10 authentics in the practice squad. Like, it's a lot. Even the vault, there's a Puka Nacua rep. There's 3 boxes left. One's a Puka Nacua rep, one's a Hines Ward, one's a Phil Simms, and then the other one's a $300 vault key.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, everything in that vault series is going to be good. The college has, like, the lottery balls where you can win gift cards. It's just like a matter of, like, where do you guys want to go more than anything else. And I think the tricky part when there's 9 series up is, like, trying to condense and all focus on one thing that we can play on. And the easiest way to do it, guys, is to do it amongst yourselves. Put it in the chat. Let's go attack this. Let's do this. Hey, who wants to get in with this? I'll get a spot here. Who else wants to get a spot here? And do that. So that way it's like, okay, I can see this is moving. Even better would be just put in the spot too, right? Like grab 2 spots into that Mother's Day series, grab a spot into the practice squad. So I can then come back and say, oh, look at this. 4 to go in the practice squad. You know, we're getting close. Exactly. See, Craig's been in this game long enough. You know what I mean? He knows about this kind of stuff. And I think this is lost on a lot of people, guys. Like, licensed jerseys are expensive, especially when we're talking about one that is signed by Lionel Messi. This is one that is worth as much as the Saquon Barkley Speedflex. So the other stuff that is in this Can't Miss 1 and 4 is still really, really, really good stuff. I know the Patrick Mahomes is gone, but to have the Messi jersey, to have the 3 Speedflexes, and all this other amazing stuff that you're not going to see at Ultimate Autographs outside of a series like the 1 and 4, it's worth it to hop in at a 25% chance to win. There's a ×2 wheel spin on the line now. It's a good time to be playing.
Right.
Only a 4-spot break, so up to you. Other than that, Steve and I will be here.
Ready to rip.
Ready to rip.
But like you said, that practice squad's brand new. And 4 to go, so.
Yeah, I guess I haven't touched on that.
It's a great intro break for anyone that's like considering getting in. They're just like, I don't know about those other ones.
If there's something on this graphic that you're like, oh, that's cool, I'd do that, or like, I'd like that helmet, it's still there. Literally everything in this is still here. Jordan Love, Ed Reed, Steve Smith, Michael Irvin, Drew Brees, Aiden Hutchinson, Marshall Faulk, Puka Nacua, Darrelle Revis, and James Harrison. 10 full-size authentic helmets, all still out there. The J.J. Watt mini is still out there, and that Emmitt Smith football. This is an untouched series, guys. So 30 boxes, 15 headliners. Go get it. Go get it. And Steven said it. It is a great break. If you're kind of just getting started, you're thinking about getting into breaking, you know, less than $50 to potentially win a full-size authentic helmet or anything else that's autographed is pretty cool. It's under $100. You can win 2 full-size authentic helmets or anything else. Oh, yeah. Common might try to snatch that Messi jersey, to be honest. So, you know, if you break it tonight, that's a problem. We're 1 to go in the Mother's Day series, so somebody listened. 1 spot to go, so I feel like we're definitely going to get this break done now. 1 spot to go, 5 Speedflexes and a Tom Brady, guys. Let's do it. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I mean, I think history has shown us, too. This is kind of that time where that happens. But as Craig knows, too, it can pick back up in an instant. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of kind of rallying together. You know, we got 32 people watching, so even if
We got plenty of people to play.
10 people want to play, we can definitely get some stuff moving, you know, and then at that point people start seeing things are happening and they're like, oh yeah, I'll play. Like, okay, I'm seeing this.
This is where you gotta like choose the series, right? Like we should focus on one series and attack that one.
And the Mother's Day one feels like a pretty good one to do, considering just how much is left. I know I'm a broken record at this point, but 5 Speedflexes, including Jim Brown, Joe Burrow, A.J. Brown, Vlad McConkey, and George Kittle. Tom Brady is still out there. John Elway on that 2-tone Hydro Authentic, the triple sign Cowboy Authentic, Drake London, Hines Ward. There's still 2 envelopes left, which means if you get an envelope, you could also win a pink Hydro Flex signed by Jamar Chase. The other envelopes have other prizes that are in there, so everything is good in that series.
All right, we are gonna do a Mother's Day series.
Yay. And that's a double wheel spin too, so be gone.
Move over, please.
Move over, please. Single is sold out. Did Craig close it?
No,
Oh.
Jeff August did.
Thank you, Jeff. Sweet. I guess we don't need to go here yet. Well, if you know you're in that break, Go ahead and drop me a number for Mother's Day number 1. It's technically number 3, but number 1 for us. I'm still not used to that.
You don't host enough to not get used to it.
They also know what I mean. We got Julia, we got Tom Kozuch, we got Demetrius Coleman, Moises Cohen's in here, and Jeff August. All right, Craig, appreciate you, brother. J.A. beat me to it. It's what he does sometimes, getting that closer magic. Thanks for stopping in, though, Mr. Crenshaw.
So thank you.
He says that now until Brady comes out or something.
Yep.
So Julia, Tom, Demetrius, Moises, or Jeff, if you guys want to drop a number, we got 3, 8, 9, 13 through 20, 23, 24, 26, 27, and 28. Let's go Michael Jordan. 23. Julia down to Jeff. You close the 1 and 4 single. Yeah, see? Scratching backs here.
23.
23 in the Mother's Day. 7 clicks. Good luck, fellas. Lady fellas. Do you not watch Drake and Josh?
I do. I don't remember that one.
Really?
It's not the most common one that I think of.
Demetrius Coleman in the NFC North, Jeff August in the NFC South, Moises Cohen NFC East, Tom Kozuch in the NFC West, Julia Smith taking the AFC North. We got Moises, AFC South, AFC East, AFC West. So again, guys, in this one, that John Elway would be going to Moises. The Lad McConkey could be going to Moises as well. He's in the Tom Brady spot. The Joe Burrow spot and the Jim Brown spot is going to be Julia Smith for this time around. George Kittle would be going to Tom Kozuch. The Aikman, Irvin, and Smith would be Moises. So we got some options here. Drake London would be Jeff August. So everybody's in a potential spot to win here with box 23. The first box of the show. What do we got? 6 in 16 chance. This is a speed flex or Tom Brady, guys. And I believe we have hit some pay dirt. You didn't look like you appreciated that much.
You know I generally don't appreciate anything you do.
Okay. Not 1, not 2, 3 autographs on 1 helmet signed by one of the most dominating trios in the 1990s for the Dallas Cowboys. We got the playmaker right there, Michael Irvin, middle row for Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher, and the quarterback in Troy Aikman.
Nice.
3 autographs, 1 helmet, NFC East, Moises Cohen, 4 spots paying off on the Cowboys triple sign. Very nice. Congratulations, Moises, taking that bad boy down. And, I mean, this is pretty much how the rest of the series feels like it's going to go. You know what I mean? The whole way through. And the odds actually just got even better for the Speed
Right.
Flexes and Brady at this point now. We are exactly halfway through the Mother's Day series. 15 boxes to go. We're still looking for 5 Speed Flexes. It's a 1 in 3 chance of Speed Flexes. Even better than a 1 in 3 chance now when you throw in the Tom Brady. We still have that John Elway 2-tone Hydro Authentic, Drake London, Hines Ward. We still got tickets, or envelopes, I should say, to potentially getting the Jamar Chase Hydro. Got some crazy stuff, brother. Moises should pay me a commission for these calls. Could be. Oh, you're back.
I've always lurked in. Call me Ronnie.
You mean Rob? You mean Bob?
Bob.
Bob doesn't watch, he lurks.
I thought it was the other way around.
Could be.
I think he says he. I forget.
Bob said that the other night when I was here. I don't watch.
You know, the bit is over now, so I don't care. You guys ruined it.
No one's talking to you.
I started the conversation.
But
He's talking to himself.
I talked to myself enough. Nice.
what do you talk to yourself about?
My plots on how I'm going to ruin Steven Ryan.
You know why plot when it's already done?
I know, it's worked. Now I don't know what I'm going to talk to myself about. I remember telling Alex one time, I don't remember when it was, but we talked about like the drive-in or something. And I was like, yeah, sometimes I'll like, you know, I'll just not listen to music or anything on my drive-in. And he's just like, you don't listen to music? I was like, no, I'll just sit there. And he's just like, are you a crazy person? I'm like, it's a good time to reflect and think. I'm by myself,
I'm always thinking about
I
something.
can plot.
but
I can scheme.
I can scheme. That just sounds so shady.
We got the KMS 1 and 4 done. I bet somebody with the first name starting with J is going to win this one. We got Joshua George, Jeff August, and Jared Menzer with the close. Appreciate it, fellas. Let's get it going. Drop me a number for 1 and 4.
I do love a nice scheme.
Do you remember that, Alex?
What?
When I told you sometimes I don't listen to music
That
on the
he's
drive
insane.
Yeah.
in, you called me a crazy person.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
If you were plotting, I'd be like, that's fine. But scheming?
Yeah,
that's-
scheming's, yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, you can think. Plot, sure. Scheme.
No.
What are you talking
What, are you
about?
drawing up an offense?
Maybe. 36 coming up. Appreciate it, Jay.
I have to tell you this. It's
Uh-oh.
just because remember the joke I made? I said I was going to apply for the Eagles, was it their offensive coordinator position?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what came up on my LinkedIn suggestion feed for jobs?
What's that? Oh,
Just
thank you, Alex.
It wasn't the Eagles offensive coordinator, but it was a job with the Eagles.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was like,
That's funny.
they want it.
Yeah.
They know.
They like what they saw, apparently. Which says a lot about my organization. That's not great. Jared said, gonna try to make this my only break today. Let's see how bad I fail. Well, maybe you go on a run, Jared. Let's find out. 5, 6, and 7. Jeff August is gonna sit up top in the football spot. He is looking for what in this one? The Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis dual sign, the Saquon Barkley, the Russell Wilson potentially. Jared is going to have basketball and everything else. Shaquille O'Neal, Trey Young, Tyson Holyfield, Ric Flair. What else we got? Taylor Swift, Lionel Messi. So you got some options there. And then Joshua George is in the baseball spot. He'll be looking for Cal Ripken Jr., Manny Ramirez, John Smoltz. Got some options. Here we go. Box 36 coming up. 36 of 36. I had a piece of paper on my knife.
Okay.
I love the 1 and 4. We have a listed headliner, Stephen Ryan. How about not 1, but 2 headliners signed here? Daryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden.
Nice.
Members of the Miracle Mets. Oh my God. Alex came in swinging quite literally. And here we go. There they are, man. Dwight Gooden and Daryl Strawberry. That's going to be the baseball spot. Joshua George, 1 spot. Starter Magic is going to take the W on this one. That is nice. 86 World Series champs on both of the inscriptions for Doc and Daryl. It's a good 30 for 30, by the way. About Doc and Daryl.
Doc and Darrell.
It's in the Excel sheet now where he needs proof of starter magic.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you guys are taking data tracking?
I'm not actually just saying this.
That's nice, bro. Obviously, the Miracle Mets, these 2 guys will go down. I mean, they probably never have to pay for a drink in New York ever again, I wouldn't think. But yeah, cool, man. Doc Gooden, too, by the way. I mean, his year, he won the Cy Young. That was one of the most dominating years a pitcher's ever had, to be honest with you. I had to look up the numbers. But it was pretty ridiculous. It was pretty out of pocket. Doc Gooden. .2 WAR, 24 wins, 1.53 ERA, with 16 complete games, 268 strikeouts. Literally that year, he led the MLB in WAR, led it in wins, led it in ERA, led it in complete games, led it in innings pitched, and led in strikeouts. 1.53 ERA
Sickly.
in 35 appearances.
Right.
That's disgusting. Disgusting work by Doc Gooden. I mean, he was one of the best pitchers in baseball for a minute. Triple Crown winner that year, obviously. 2-time World Series champion, 4-time All-Star, and a Cy Young winner. And then the great Daryl Strawberry, of course. If I could find him. Rookie of the Year. He's a home run derby champion, 2-time Silver Slugger. He's actually a 3-time World Series champion. And he won 84-91. That was 8 straight All-Star appearances. Whew. It's no Hank Aaron, but
That's a different discussion.
Joshua George. Congrats, man. All right. So we got 2 done, guys. What else we want to do? What else do we want to do? Oh, I would say we got to go back to this Mother's Day series, but that's just me. We are also getting kind of close on the, obviously the 1 and 4, or excuse me, the practice squad. 4 spots to go. Again, every single headliner still available here. 10 authentic helmets, 1 mini and 1 football in the bootleg practice squad. We are 4 spots to go on that one. I'm going to go ahead and drop in the link. Feels like another one we can get done. Here we go. Other than that, there is another 1 and 4 up. Odds just got better for the photoed headliners there. We're down to 29 boxes now with 21 headliners. That's pretty good. The baseball series is also 4 spots to go. I'll drop that one in there. Feels like another one we could get done. And then the Mother's Day series. Again, we did pull the triple sign cowboy authentic. This one right here, but the 2-tone Hydro Authentic John Elway, the George Kittle Flex, the 2-tone Chrome Flex McConkey, the Tom Brady, the Rip Joe Burrow Speed Flex, AJ Brown Speed Flex, the Jim Brown Speed Flex, all still out there and available in the Mother's Day series, plus Drake London and Hines Ward, plus there's still 2 more envelopes where you could win a Pink Hydro Flex Jamar Chase. It was a 30-box series. We're down to the last 15. It is now a 1 in 3 chance at just the flexes. It is a 6 in 15 chance at the flexes plus Tom Brady. And overall, it is a 9 in 15 chance at headliners. Only 6 things left we don't know. And again, of those 6, I'm guessing 2 of them are going to have envelopes that could land you that Pink Hydro Flex Jamar Chase. So it's only 117, guys. Up to you where we want to go, but we are going to have to pull together here other than those 2 breaks I just put in there. The baseball series, by the way, has a 25% chance at Carlton Fisk right now. Are you scared of the South Side now that we have the Pope on our side?
God, no.
But
Emphasis on God.
but we're winning. That's funny. But we're winning baseball games now.
Congrats, you beat the Marlins.
We did.
You won the
We
series.
have to start somewhere.
You do. Can only play.
I am excited for Tim Elko being up. I know
Hey,
I
he's
keep
playing
bringing
well,
it up,
right?
but,
That's,
well,
was he a top prospect? Or?
he was one of them. Yeah. It's funny just being with the Cougars. He played for Ole Miss when they won the College World Series. Tim
Okay.
Elko.
Yeah.
And one of his teammates, catcher, his name's Hayden Dunhurst, who plays for the Chicago or the King County Cougars now.
okay.
So, I was at batting practice the other day, and me and Connor Kling, the play-by-play guy for the Cougars, were talking to Hayden Dunhurst, and he was very excited. Like, he actually kind of broke the news that Tim Elko got promoted before it actually got
What
released.
position does he play?
I think he's a catcher.
Catcher.
No, outfielder.
Outfielder. I mean, he had a big home run yesterday, right? 3-run homer to give him the lead in the win.
Yeah. 3 RBIs, home run. That was his first MLB hit, being a home run. It's always promising when that happens.
Do you think the Hall of Fame voters? I'm sorry, it's just a gripe I'm gonna have forever.
It never stops.
There was 23 of them that were just like, for Willie Mays. The 24 All-Star appearances just weren't enough. So then when Hank Aaron got in a few years later, they're like, he only had 25, so 14 of them changed their mind. It's like the threshold.
That one All-Star appearance really...
Threshold from 24 to 25. That's what did it for me.
I hate the Baseball Hall of Fame
so much.
It sucks so much.
I want to go because I love baseball, but I also don't want to go because I can't deal with
I want to go.
whatever this is.
I've never been. I'd love to go.
I do want to go, but
I've been to the College Football Hall of Fame because it was in South Bend, Indiana for a while. I've actually been there several times. Now it's in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame once. It was awesome. But yeah, I'd love to go. I'd love to go to the baseball. I'd love to go to Cooperstown, and then I'd like to go to the Negro League Museum too.
That would
in,
be cool.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, that'd be cool.
Oh, I like that. Jay Hamey said, I think to myself, J.A. and Jared want to get into the Mother's Day double or another quad. We know Jared ain't done today. Yeah, man, he didn't catch a dub. Got to at least catch a dub, man. Got to catch a dub. And again, that's one of these things, too, with the Mother's Day double and quad. It's wide open right now, But I mean, if we start seeing some movement, if this goes down to 7, then 6, all of a sudden people are going to be like, okay, this is a series that's trending. You know what I mean? Like, this is a good time to be hopping in because it's one that's going to happen. And at this point, considering that there's 15 boxes left, you play in the quad box break, that's going to put us down to 11. It's a 1 in 3 chance that a speed flex is coming out. Better than a 1 in 3 chance it's either a flex or Brady. The odds of us not getting a flex is like very small. Very small. Definitely probably going to see a headliner. Probably multiple. Definitely would recommend that. Jared getting the double Mother's Day. I'll get in too. There you go. So I'll go ahead and drop in that Mother's Day double, guys. Let's do it. Again, in this one, the two-tone Hydro Authentic John Elway, George Kittle Flex, two-tone Chrome Flex McConkey, A.J. Brown, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Jim Brown. Massive, massive headliners all still out there. Beautiful helmets that are going to be centerpieces, major pieces to your collection if you don't already have it. I mean, this Joe Burrow is insane. I've never seen a Joe Burrow helmet like this.
The Joe Burrow helmet with. They brought up a good point. I think it was Ricky yesterday. He's like, "Have you ever seen a helmet with the autograph on the logo?"
Yeah, that is a good point.
I was like, that is something I don't think I've seen necessarily.
Yeah, usually it'd go like up here or something, but no,
or on the side of it.
Put it right on the middle, which I'm okay with. I mean, you still get what's happening here. I like the white tiger like pieces that are in this too, like up on the top in the white, Burrow across the top. I'm not going to take back the things I said about Joe Burrow, even though I didn't really say anything bad. All I said was the Bengals aren't going to succeed because the team is so bad without, like, it's Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and that's it. And it's kind of still just that. How much of the salary cap are they taking up? Like half of it?
Yeah, more than.
That's crazy. I feel like it's good if you're, like basketball, that kind of makes sense, but football, there's so many pieces you need. It's tempting to want to join to get my first helmet, but only enough money for one slot. One slot's all you need, man. I mean, we just saw Josh George in this break. He had one spot, got the baseball, won a Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden baseball bat. So one spot is all you need, man. And I mean, obviously, like, if you don't want to play the Mother's Day series because it's a little pricey, there's, the $98 here for the double box break in the practice squad. It's even less if you just want to play the single box break in the practice squad for $49. So you can still win some authentic helmets for less than $50 in this case, less than $100 if you want to get into the diamonds, which is wide open. It's only $98 to play in the single. 96 even. It's only $96 to play in the single. And that's guaranteed full-size authentic where Speedflex is coming out. So that's the difference between the practice squad and the diamonds. The practice squad does have authentic helmets, but your floor is lower because technically you're getting jerseys and minis, which are great, but obviously they don't hold as much value, generally speaking, as full-size authentics or Speedflexes. In the diamond helmets, that's everything you're going to get. It's all authentics and Speedflexes. So even the bottom tier hits are still autographed authentic helmets. And generally with the diamond helmets, it's like current day players, it's Hall of Famers, it's cult heroes, like it's all good stuff in the diamonds. Exactly, Bob. He said, spend what you're able to spend, no judgment here. The other thing is, too,
you don't need multiple
we
spots.
see a lot of guys that go on like losing streaks or, they're like, oh man, I don't have any money. Like I wish I could play. We're live every single day, 4 times a day.
Yep.
Series are coming and going always. Like nobody needs to go broke.
Do not
this.
overspend.
Yeah,
Please do
nobody
not.
needs to go broke over this. This is a very fun community. It's a fun way to like build your collection, trade with each other, and have fun on the shows. But yeah, there's no need to do anything you're not comfortable doing because your time will come. You can play in any break you want to play in. Just spend in your means.
Yep.
I think Bob's got a good point there. And nobody's going to judge you. People will try to encourage you to get into breaks, and we encourage that, obviously, but nobody's going to be like, oh, like you suck for not getting in. And if they do, we'll step in, obviously.
They don't know, so.
Yeah. But
You are fine.
get into anything you want to get in, man. Do whatever you're comfortable with, and we'll work out the rest. With that being said, Let's keep it going. 1 and 4 and Mother's Day, both being in a Chase wheel spin ×2. Again, I didn't say this, I don't think, but just in case it's not implied, because this is what I usually do, it's $50 minimum. So if we spin a 1, you're not going to get $2. We'll give you $50. If you spend a 20 and you get 40, we'll give you 50. It's just either $50 at the bottom, but if you get like 60, it's going to be 120. If you get 80, it's going to be 160, so on and so forth. Jared said, Hammy, chill, baby. Bob said, Tyler, I'm not spending much anymore, but Steven still likes me. Colin, I'm not so sure. You did have a big stretch, Bob, where you told me I stink. That did happen.
Don't remind him. He might extend it.
I'm just saying, it's like... Bob, who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? You got any favorites now watching this? Tyler said the Mother's Day double, I can help with one spot if people want to try to close that. Well, I know Not Troops in there. He said he would like to get into that Mother's Day double. I know he's trying to recruit Jared, but I mean, if Tyler gets a spot and Moises gets a spot, I mean, it gets us to 6, right? Like, we're already starting to see movement happening on the double box break. So that's already, that's positive stuff too. People go on the break page and they can see, oh, this isn't 8 spots to go anymore. It's 6 spots to go. Okay, well, now I feel more comfortable hopping in. It's very much a psychological thing, guys.
Yes.
Very psychological.
And telling us in the chat which break you said, like that. Like you said, like, I'll do help in the Mother's Day double. That's a start right there. That's a good start.
Bob said that's mainly because you would always give me the NFC South when it was a desert. The best break in my life.
I'll never forget that one.
Yes, was when David Griffin and Bob were both playing. It was a double box break. I think it was a diamond.
I think
too.
it was the NFC and AFC.
It was the NFC South and the AFC South, and both at the same time. Just Colin, geez, and they both won.
Yeah,
it was the best day of my life, and I just love David was like, oh no, he's schooling us.
Yeah, you got one. You got one.
Thank you, guys. My Patty helmet just got shipped. Let's go, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations. Jared said the Stars are winning the cup. There you go. Yeah, I like hopping in when it's 4 or less for some reason. And Jared, you're not the only one. I mean,
you're not.
Literally, people wait and they wait to see what break is close. And I think that's just the way we're wired. You want that instant gratification.
But if we come in this chat and we get 4 people that say, "Hey, I'm waiting for this to get to 4 to go," you 4 people would put it to 4 to go.
Yeah,
and then that would activate the other 4 people. And then breaks would go down.
It's important to have people that close breaks. It's very important. I would say equally as important is the people that start the breaks, the ones that start chipping away and getting things close, because then that's going to trigger the effects of everybody, hopping in that see that it's 4 or less to go. Oh, okay, now it's the time to play. Because like Steven said, there's a lot of people that I think are all waiting and saying, well, when something's 4 or less to go, that's when I'll hop in. But if we're all thinking that, then it's never going to get to 4 or less to go.
Starting pitchers don't go the whole game.
No.
You need staffs to win the games.
I picked Vegas Panthers, and then the Panthers winning, and that's still my pick. Okay.
Panthers, they won last year, right?
I know they won recently. I don't remember if it was last year or not.
I think it was last year. I think they beat Edmonton.
2024. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. 2024 Stanley Cup Finals.
Because they were like the 8th seed the year before, and they got in,
The Panthers are really good in the postseason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're really hard to beat in the postseason. So Bob's thinking they're going to go back-to-back. I don't know if I don't pay enough attention to know. I would love to see Edmonton win.
A wild card.
I think I probably want either Edmonton or Vegas to win. Like, whoever wins that series. I also wouldn't mind seeing Ovi win. Like, he just passed Gretzky. It feels like that'd be like a hockey season for the ages if he ends up with a Stanley Cup. So, wouldn't mind seeing
James
Washington.
Hamlin is the opening pitcher for this game of the Mother Lode double box break.
The Mother Lode.
That's what it's called.
That's great. The Mother Lode. There you go. Yeah, so 7 to go, guys.
Look, Tyler's trying to be Rivera and close it.
I'm trying to be Rivera.
If you want a chance to close it, something needs to start.
Yep. You'll get that helmet, Tyler. There it is. My poor Bruins, yeah. Well, I'm a Blackhawks fan. I do you care about hockey? I don't even know.
When the Blackhawks are good.
Yeah. So Blackhawks played pretty good near the end of the year,
but all bad teams do that.
They were, I don't know, because they were beating teams that, needed to win. like for playoffs in
Yeah.
order to get into the playoffs. So like it wasn't like it was non-competitive
Like they were,
games.
like the good teams weren't being complacent.
Right. Yeah, they weren't resting or anything like that. They beat some
but
good teams at
it's
the
still
end.
professional sports, and like that stuff evens out, you know, except the Rockies in baseball. Which congratulations to your White Sox, by the way.
Thanks.
You only have to have the worst record ever for 1 year, because the Rockies are really bad. I mean, really, really bad.
Last year sucked so bad.
Someone
'cause it was
said
just like
on the radio this morning, they said that they, you know, like the Rockies put out that post and they said we're relieving Bud Black of his duties, and they're like, I generally don't say that for people who like get fired, but in this scenario, I agree. Bud Black should be relieved that he is no longer in charge
right.
of the situation.
Thank God I got to go somewhere else. Yes. There's so much available in this one, man. The Chrome Barkley, or excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong thing. The Chrome Barkley is still there. What series
Yes.
is that? That's the 1 and 4. Yes, in the 1 and 4, the Chrome Barkley is still there.
He's still out there.
The Chrome Barkley, the Russell Wilson ripped, the Jerome and Kyron dual sign. That's Bettis and Kyron Williams on the Rams and Notre Dame speed flex. The Cal Ripken, the Shaq, the Trey Young, the Ric Flair, the Tyson and Holyfield, the Taylor Swift, Manny Ramirez, John Smoltz, the Messi jersey, the Abdul-Jabbar jersey, the Carmelo Anthony jersey. Like every major headliner is still there other than Mahomes in the can't miss 1 and 4. Who's all here in the chat? Roll call, says Jared. Black should be relieved that he was relieved, says Bob.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that's the case.
The Mother's Day, real quick. Again, two-tone hydro authentic John Elway, George Kittle, Lad McConkey, A.J. Brown, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, and Jim Brown, all still out there in the Mother's Day authentics, plus Drake London and Hines Ward. And there are still 2 left. 2 envelopes to winning that pink Hydro Speedflex Jamar Chase. So we all buy into the Mother's Day double. There you go. Jay Hammy is in. He got the party started. That's true. I know, like, if Jared's interested, Tyler's interested, and Moises was interested. I mean, if Jared, Tyler, and Moises all got 1 spot, like Steven's talking about, that's going to get this to 4 spots to go. That is when, like Jared just said, he's like, yeah, I'm more likely to buy when it's 4 spots to go. Well, I'm guaranteeing out of the 26 people watching, probably 20 of them feel the same way. So once you get this to 4 spots to go, the chances of this happening are a lot better. I took the Mahomes. I was hype. Yeah, dude, that thing is sick. See, you got to take a chance. Got to take a chance. Good afternoon, gents. Jared, what's up, my guy? What up, Sean Blasco? My man SB in the building. Hope you're doing well, brother. I was just upset the White Sox couldn't get the first pick because of the.
But now they can.
The market thing. That's so stupid, though. Oh, you play in Chicago? Well, we don't really care that you suck.
But they won't now. The Rockies.
It's dumb,
Wait.
though.
Didn't the Rockies have the #1 pick last year?
I don't remember. I just know it wasn't the White Sox, which I think is some BS.
Oh no, it might have been the,
Your team is historically bad, but you play in Chicago, so you're not allowed to have a high draft pick.
The Rockies were 3rd. Charlie Condon, that was the big chase in Bowman. And Travis Bazana.
Dude's a stud. White Sox are going to be sold after this year, says
He's praying.
Brad. Yeah, I am, actually. I'd be okay with that. I hope they stay in Chicago, but
Lots of prayers going out today here in Chicago. Pope related, NBA lottery related.
waiting for the Evans to come in. Did you win in Evans? Get Mike Evans a lot. I don't think he's in the room right now,
I
but
thought I saw him.
good
He's
luck.
in the jerseys.
He's in the jerseys. That's right. I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't know if the White Sox are going to get sold this year. I heard they're like working on a new field for them.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
because they deserve that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, great. Somebody else hopped in, guys. 6 spots to go. Who hopped in?
That was Moses.
So Moses got his. He's helping. 6 spots, guys. I know Sean just hopped in. Just so you know, man. 2-toned Hydro Authentic John Elway, the George Kittle Flex, the 2-tone Chrome Flex Lad McConkey, the A.J. Brown and Jim Brown Flexes, the Joe Burrow Flex, and the Tom Brady all still there. That's 5 speed flexes and Tom Brady here in the final 15 boxes. We are better than a 1 in 3 chance at a photoed headliner. There's also still 2 envelopes. One of those envelopes might be the ticket to this pink Hydro Flex, Jamar Chase. We're still looking for Drake London and Hines Ward. So all told, we have 15 boxes left. We have 9 headliners left, plus the 2 tickets, or 2 envelopes. It's 11 and 15. 11 and 15. In a envelope or headliner. And it's all authentics. And it's a double wheel spin as well. So, I mean, if you win, you're getting your name in ×2 if we get this double done, right?
It's going to work out.
Got a flash, Mike Evans. Nice. One of the best flash helmets in the game. One of the best flash helmets in the game. 4 to go on the double box break for the practice squad. 6 to go on the motherload double. And 4 to go on the baseball double, where it's a 25% chance at the Carlton Fisk helmet. Those are our closest breaks. We got 31 people watching. What do we want to do? Where do we want to go? That is the question at the end of the day.
Tease the question.
The NBA draft lottery is about Cooper Flagg and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if whoever wins that number 1 pick, I mean, depending on the situation, right? That they definitely open up a door.
Nothing will be funnier to me than that tweet when somebody was saying how Cooper Flagg might stay 1 more year and do NIL so he doesn't have to go to the Hornets or whatever. Exactly. And then that Hornets fan's like, we're going to suck again next year. We can do this all day.
You will have to come out eventually.
Yeah, we can do this all day. Like, he's not in a hurry. You're going to be a Hornet one way or another, brother.
You might as well just get it over with now.
Oh, that's funny. Hornets are an interesting team. So it's like they have Brandon Miller, they have LaMelo, but it feels like
And
LaMelo might be not going to be there much longer.
And Mark Williams.
Mark Williams, yeah. Like their team is okay.
Yeah, their team is okay, right?
It's not okay, but it's okay. Like on paper.
There's some potential there.
Yeah, you can see it.
Some things just need to get aligned, you know?
I think it's probably not a terrible idea to move LaMelo and get a haul and build around Cooper Flagg and Brandon Miller.
Yeah, I agree with that. No reason to not start that train.
But now where does LaMelo go?
Boy, that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Denver would be fun.
Denver would
I know
be
they have Jamal,
outrageous.
but yeah, LaMelo and Jokic, that'd be pretty cool.
Boy, you want to talk about lack of defense.
Every game's going to be 150 to 140.
But they can overwhelm you like the Pacers.
That's true. God. When the Pacers are knocking down shots, dude, they are... I don't know how you stop them.
Well, the Prime Warriors, right? Like, that team was really, really good defensively, but part of their defense being really good was that they applied pressure. You had to make shots. So even if you're open, there was still the pressure of, like, I need to hit this or this is going to get out of control quick.
Yeah.
So, like, there's that added factor of it, too.
You know, another cool spot would be the Timberwolves would be kind of cool. I don't know how they would get them, but I'm just fantasizing at this point.
How the T-Wolves would get LaMelo?
Yeah. Although I don't want him to get LaMelo because I like Terrence Shannon, but...
Well, he'd probably be a part of the package.
Yeah.
And then he'd go to Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't want
and
that.
that'd be a disaster.
I don't want that. I do need to get me a TSJ jersey. Trying to think, I wonder how many haircuts the Chrome Lad has. How many haircuts?
What?
What? Are you measuring the worth in haircuts? Like, how many haircuts could you get if you sold it?
Or how many haircuts it's going to cost you to get it.
I need clarification, Jared. I'm confused.
Is that your unit of measurement? Haircuts?
Do you know how many haircuts I could get if I sold this? I bet you could get... How much is a haircut, generally speaking? Like $15?
It could... No. God, no. It's like 30 to 50, depending on where you...
Where are you getting your haircut?
Where are you getting your haircut?
I just go to Great Clips. And it's
Great
usually
Clips?
like $15.
Great Clips is $15.
Yeah.
I'm going to Great Clips now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not spending $30 for a haircut.
I only went to Sport Clips because it's 4 seconds from my house.
No. Yeah, no, I got a great. And they always have deals. Like, I just got a deal for a $10 haircut there. So my next haircut will be $10.
I'm going to Great Clips.
Yeah. They always have. They had a big deal
Well,
for.
when I was young, my deal was Shaq. He would just buzz my hair.
Oh dang.
I'm like, yeah,
$60 including tip. Oh, he's a barber. Oh, I made a trade with a barber. I see. Gave him a Marshall Falk rep for 4 haircuts. Oh god. Okay. All right. Well, let's figure this out. It's $60
$240.
plus tip. How much do you tip usually, if you don't mind me asking? I usually tip, and again, my haircuts are not $60, so I usually tip like $4.
Okay.
So usually my haircuts are like around $20.
So you make them
including tip.
you make them give you $1 back.
I don't pay in cash.
Yeah. Yeah, can I get that $1 back?
Let's just say it's a $10 tip.
Okay.
So we're talking $70.
No, it's including $60 including the tip, so $50 plus $10 would be $60.
Oh, $60 including tip.
Yes,
Okay,
including
I see. Okay, so 60.
45, so $15.
I see. Okay, so 60. Let me just throw some math out there.
Well, for 4 haircuts, that's $240.
Well, I did 15 haircuts and we're still not there. I would guess you could get about 20 haircuts.
Yeah.
And maybe more than that.
I don't know how often you get your haircut there, Mr. Menzer, but 20 haircuts, that survived
60
me
times
about
20
5
is,
years.
60 times 20 is $1,200. So
That survived me about 5 years.
That is probably closer to how much that lad is worth. I would guess it's probably even more.
This establishment that he goes to, my God.
It's a bar and tattoo parlor? And all that. I don't know what all that implies. You've already thrown things out there that I've never seen in a barbershop. What is all
I've
that?
seen the alcohol. I've seen that at barbershops.
In a barbershop?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that.
Some high-end ones, absolutely.
I go to Great Clips.
And that's how you know.
Although I used to go to a place called Big League Barbers in Elkhart that was pretty affordable, but they used to do like the massages and everything too, and like and they'd have TVs like right there, so you could watch SportsCenter or whatever.
I liked when I lived in
getting your
Roselle,
haircut.
I had the nice, kind old ladies with all the Bulls championship attire in there.
Oh, that's cool.
They knew what they were doing. They had a Derrick Rose MVP poster. I'm like, this is my place.
In the North End in Boston, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, when you say all of that, did they serve food?
Espresso bar with a tattoo parlor on the top. It's 2 floors.
Oh. So when you go there, it's a time commitment.
How did they decide? I mean, barbershop and a tattoo parlor I can kind of understand, but an espresso bar?
Pastrana and Lucic go there, etc. Ah.
This is crazy. I'm gonna have to go visit.
I have to talk to our Italians here. Is this how they do business?
I did have a plug at one point to get a haircut from the guy. They used to cut Yohan Moncada's hair when he lived in Chicago, but I don't need to pay that much for a haircut. My hair is not, it's already not great, you know? So,
Yeah.
And I'm sure it would probably help, you know, to go to a barber that.
Wilson Contreras' barber came into the baseball shop I worked at one time.
I've had beers and coffee.
Wow. You're just whatever I'm feeling that day, you know?
What a life. Guys, we might have to put a cap here at like 150 to see if we're going to get anything done. We have made some work here in the double box break. 6 to go. But obviously we need to see a little bit more here. Otherwise, 150 we're going to shoot to do this double wheel spin, or ×2 wheel spin, rather. You guys got to hit the North End. Incredible food, minutes from TD Garden. Dude, I'd love to go to Boston. I've never been. But would definitely love to go at some point. I'll fly up there and check it out. I'll bring some helmets. There you go. Well, sounds like helmets get you haircuts.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a form of currency.
Yeah. I'd say, you know what? That's a lost art, you know? Just the
Haggling?
trade. Yeah, just the trade.
The art of the haggle.
Yeah, instead of being like, that'll be $20, just like, well, how about I give you
3 straws, 3 helmets, 3 mini helmets, a jersey.
That's way more. I'd take that in a heartbeat. 3 straws?
I'm just kidding. That's what they used to deal with back in the day.
Straws?
Straws. Hey, straws.
I'd love to just do that whole Northeast tour, you know, like Maine and Rhode Island and Delaware and Connecticut, Massachusetts.
One.
Boo, boo, Jay Hammy. He said $20, one full authentic Eagles lid.
Sure, you can sell this beer for that.
But I'd like to go to the Garden, but I'd rather go to. I want to go to Fenway Park for obviously historical reasons, but just to watch a game there, I feel like it'd be so fun. But I want to try a lobster roll up in Maine,
A real one.
a real one. They do have a good one around here.
I know you. I know, but I mean,
We got to sign off now. We can go catch one before
real
before the
one.
next show.
I
Jared
brought
said
my
Maine's
food.
beautiful. I went to college there. I've heard it's. My girlfriend's been a couple times. I've never been, but Mark's in the Mother's Day, guys. So we're 5 to go now. That is moving.
It's where Cooper Flag's from.
Maine.
Yep.
Let's get this to like 3 to go,
The main hope.
and we can make it happen. Fenway's sweet. Yeah, it all just looks great. I think the farthest east I've gone is I've been to New York City. I think that's the farthest east I've been.
Yeah, I've been in New York City.
Philadelphia, but I don't think that's farther east than New York City. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. I've been to New Jersey too, I guess, technically. I gotta look at a map. I'm not sure, like,
My cousin from Boston.
you know what? I think it is. I don't know where New York City is on the.
New Jersey?
Because New Jersey is literally the East Coast. I mean, it's on the Atlantic Ocean, but I was on
Yeah.
like the edge of New Jersey. I didn't like venture that far over, you know. Tyler buying to that double so we can do it. That's right, baby. Again, we're at 5 to go. I would say let's get this to 3 to go, and we'll do it during this show. If not, we'll probably look to do it during the 3 p.m. show. Did you just do that Sam Adams commercial?
Yeah.
It just hit me.
Yeah.
Your cousin from
Boston.
Boston. Okay, Hammy, I did my job. Well, we're 2 to go.
Yeah.
It sounds like the job was certainly done. 2 spots to go, guys. Let's get her done. 2 spots to go. Pretty sure that's going to happen now. That'll
Okay,
get
Mr.
us-
Closer.
Yeah, right?
Where
Now's
you
the
at?
time.
This is what you wanted.
This is what the people were fiending
If it's
for.
1 to go, we're not hopping off, so you might as well just get in. And this is what always happens. They say they want to be a closer, and then they don't close it.
Well, hold on now. That hasn't happened yet.
No, I'm just saying it happens.
Give them an opportunity.
I'm just saying it has happened
It has happened.
far too often.
I was sad on Saturday. Chicago's own Bilal Muhammad lost the title.
In what?
UFC. He was the welterweight champion. Jack Della Maddalena won it.
Jack a who?
Jack Della Maddalena.
All
JDM.
right.
Jack Della. For
JDM.
sure. Whatever you want to do. Jack Della Maddalena. Any further east in your swimming?
Yeah, true.
But I was on the very western part of New Jersey. I don't know if I can count it. And it's also like, yes, you'd be swimming, but technically the United States does go farther east, right? Because it's like, if you go up, you can go farther east.
Yes.
So it's not like New Jersey is the most eastern country or state in the United States. It's only like 6 haircuts you have to give up, Jared. 2 spots left, guys. We're red zoning. Never mind, we're sold out. So the double box break is coming up, guys. And we'll probably do that. Then the Chase wheel spin, unless you guys get one of the other Mother's Day close. Get the can't miss 1 and 4 close. But I would say if you want to hop in and get anything else done, let's do it. Otherwise, this might be the last break. But appreciate you guys closing that out. See, I mean, just got to work together. As long as we work together, we can make things happen.
And what did I say? He didn't get in.
Who's that?
Tyler Cameron.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, the guy who wanted to close it.
Well, sometimes you miss out.
Not sometimes. It happens way more than it should. All right, here you go. The mother load.
Cape Cod, Maine. Whew. I'd like to go. Some point. I've been out west. I'm actually going out west next week. But not really out east much. Been to San Francisco, been to Arizona, Nevada, obviously, with Vegas. Gonna see like Wyoming and stuff this time around. Been to Colorado. Never been to never out east. I got an Antonio Brown mini helmet the other day and he signed it. I can hear Caitlin Clark on it. I heart Caitlin Clark. That's hilarious. What? Why did he inscribe that? James Hanlon, we got Moises Cohen, we got Mark McAdams, we got Tom Kozuch, Jared Menzer, and Chris Brandenvold with the close.
Probably some form of CTE being involved in that. And he does like Caitlin Clark. He does reference her quite frequently on Twitter.
Mother's Day double number 3. We need 2 numbers. Wheel times 2, Jay Hammy. Let's get it. 1 to 30 wheel popping up. Let's see what we get. Hopefully numbers that are actually on the wheel. Lucky 7.
So again, you should, if you would have just hopped in earlier.
That's why, yeah. That's another reason to be a starter because you won't miss your spot.
You won't.
Because, again, that's why, like, everybody's waiting for it to be 4 or less, and then once it gets to 4 or less, the spots go. So when you play the first 4 spots, you guarantee you're not going to miss it. Closest number to 7, it was 8, so we're going to do 8. He did send you a warning as well. 21, closest to 21 is 20. So, again, if we have a number that we've already done, we go to the closest number that's left. So 8 and 20. Got to get in, guys. That's what Mark said.
20. 8 and 20?
8 and 20, yeah. Yeah, that's everybody wants to be a closer, and that's the problem because you can only have one.
Like Spider-Man, everyone only uses 1.
4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's get it. Good news is, Tyler, there is another one that's up. There's a single that's up. So, even if we hit 2 headliners here, there's still going to be, 3, if not 4 speed flexes left. So, you definitely are not out of the race completely. Jared's going to have the NFC North. We got Chris in the NFC South. We got James in the NFC East. Moises Cohen, NFC West. Tom Kozuch in the AFC North. Jared Menzer, the AFC South. Mark McAdams in the AFC East, looking to snipe at Tom Brady. And then we got Jared Menzer in the AFC West. Couple of big hits out there in the AFC West with Ladd McConkey. Someone he was talking about earlier to get those haircuts. Let's find out. Starting with box 8. Closest one we had to 7 that was left. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I think we've hit again, guys. I think we're going 2 for 2 here. Yep, this is going to work out. How about a little 1-spot magic for Mr. Tom Kozuch, the AFC North? Jim Brown on the ripped speed flex. One of the greatest, if not the single greatest running back to ever play the game. Got the 32, the orange visor. Love the dog pound clips on this bad boy. Go on the opposite side, ripped up. We got Brownie, the elf. This thing is sick. Cleveland on the back. You got the rocket ship. I don't even know what that means, but that's sick. What is that? Exclusive original designs. That's who did the artwork on it. Beckett certified on this beautiful ripped Jim Brown. Tom Kozuch. He was the 4th one in. See, it pays off. Congratulations, Tom. Jim Brown speed flex.
Ooh, that is clean. I like the visor.
The him Brown flex. He is, because he is him.
He is.
RIP to a legend. Christopher said, how can I purchase a box? Chris, we mostly do live breaks, which you can hit right here, but there is a tab that's buy a mystery box. I'll drop that in there. So if you want to guarantee yourself a win, you can go here. We have a mini helmet for $179.99. You purchase that, it guarantees you winning a mini helmet. And then we also have, I believe, a jersey that's up. No, it's the replica helmet. So you can get a replica helmet here as well for $379.99 if you would rather go that route. I'm guessing we have jerseys. They're just not up for personals.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But I will say this. Yep, those are guaranteed wins. But items like this Jim Brown or this Steve Smith that you're going to see, Those come out in the breaks.
Right. This Jim Brown, by the way, I mean, Tom had one spot. So what, we're talking a little over $200 for Jim Brown Speed Flex. That's all day. That is all day. First flex we have seen out of this series. We got one more to go. There's still a Tom Brady out there as it sits. There's one more box to go here in the double. So we'll push.
Oh, it says it's live.
Oh, I didn't see it in there, but
Interesting.
maybe I just didn't scroll far enough or something.
Thank you.
One more box, guys. Guaranteed authentic here for the Mother's Day series. This has put us down to the last 13.
If a break does have all 8 spots available, Chris, you can buy out all 8 spots.
That is
There's
also
another
an
way
option.
you can essentially buy out a box. Oh, there you go. I think we have a
Congrats on your pink paper. I don't know what division that goes to. I know. I'm doing a joke.
Oh, it's not funny.
Full-size authentic helmet and a pink envelope.
Ooh, that was smooth.
Number 4 coming out.
That was pretty smooth.
Thank you. So whoever wins this is also going to get whatever's in number 4, which I believe we open these at the end.
Yes.
So I guess you can write on there.
I will. I can figure it.
Yeah. This is a full-size authentic. I think it's going to be a filler hit.
Is that how you deceived everyone with your changeup?
Yep. Well, there's been a lot of talk about closer magic and whatever else, but I'll tell you what, starter magic has hit twice now. James Hamlin, welcome to the party to potentially getting that pink Hydroflex, but you're also getting a Super Bowl champ. He put it right there, the star cornerback for the Eagles last season. Big play, Darius Slay. James Hamlin, congratulations. Kind of funny that he was saying $20.
I was gonna say, wasn't he the one roasting
for a
of
full-size
Eagle?
authentic
Yeah.
Eagles helmet, and here he is
The
winning
irony.
one. That is funny. Congrats, though.
Who was it, Darius?
Darius Slay. And a 1 in 5 chance now of getting the pink Hydroflex of Jamar Chase. Not to mention, even if he doesn't get that, that does have something on the envelope or in the envelope that he will win. He said anything but the Eagles. It's the Eagles!
Plus a card.
Plus a card. I think he'll take the Eagles if it leads to getting the
Right?
pink Hydroflex. Do you want me to write on it, or do you have it?
What?
The envelope.
I already wrote on it.
Oh, okay, cool. Karma. F you, Jeff.
He said Kaharma.
I would take an Eagles helmet, says Moises. Needed Jeff to call the boxes. He wasn't in the break. All right, guys, we pulled one headliner and one filler. So now in the Mother's Day series, we're down to the last 13 boxes. Tom Brady is still out there. 4 speed flexes are still out there. 5 and 13 chance at Brady and a speed flex at this point. Not to mention we're still looking for the two-tone Hydro Authentic signed by John Elway. We still have 2 listed headliners left, and there's still 1 envelope left to potentially winning the pink Hydro Flex signed by Jamar Chase. Boys, I'm growing my hair out. I can't wait to see the sick mullet that Jared's going to put together. Well, hey, you might get some money back. We do have a Chase wheel spin coming up. Appreciate you guys closing that one out. I think that Mother's Day series is getting very close to having to pop at this point, with Tom Brady still at large. Almost down to the last third of the series at this point. Oh. Here's Darius. And then I also have Dr. Daryl for you.
Darius and Perius.
Darius and Daryl. Only one way to get some haircuts back, Jared. Let's do another. Tyler can finally get in. Jay is awake now. We're all here. I'm game. Let's do it, guys. Listen, we don't have to go anywhere. So, you know, I can extend this a little bit if you want. We don't have to do the wheel spin right now. Let's extend it like another 5 minutes or so. See if you guys want to hop in and maybe get this double going, the single going, whatever you guys want to play in. I mean, if you guys want to go, we're here. We are kind of at that near end show where Steven and I might take a little break and then come back for the 3 p.m. show. That wasn't very good.
The throw was fine.
I know.
There we go. That's a frame job, though. On the outside part of the plate. Oh, that's a strike.
I'm right-handed. I don't catch with this hand. Or I'm left-handed. I don't catch with my left hand. But two-tone Hydroflex, or excuse me, authentic John Elway, George Kittle, Lad McConkey, two-tone Chrome Flex, A.J. Brown, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, all still out there in the Mother's Day. And then we're looking for Drake London and Hines Ward. Not to mention there's one ticket left. Double if anything. All right, I'll drop it in. I would definitely kind of recommend, Tyler, maybe getting the party started this time around. But it's up to you. I mean, if we are going to wait around this time for like the last 4 to go, we will be hopping off the air and we can do it when we come back, which will be in an hour. But yeah, it's up to you. See?
All I need is 2 shots made.
At some point. Now's the time to go get that going, to be honest. This isn't anything serious, but I just want to bring it up now because I was thinking about it with the basketball shot. But Caroline and I were looking at, her parents are in town right now, but we were looking at houses. And one of the houses we looked at had a basketball hoop in the yard. And I was just like, I like this house already.
It's already come in pre-built.
Yeah, it's already here. Like, they can't take this out, you know? Surely they're not going to pull it out and take it with them.
Is it in the ground?
Yeah, it's in the ground. It's like a driveway hoop. But
there you
it
go.
had a basement, too, with like a bar. I was like, I like this house. Caroline didn't like it because of the yard, but, you know.
The old yard.
What are you going to do?
Get a better yard.
Get a better yard. All right, so we'll give you guys 4 minutes. 4 minutes to at least start this. For the Mother's Day, or get closer on like the double box break for the practice squad, or anything else you guys want to do. Otherwise, in 4 minutes, we're going to do the Chase Wheel Spin. And then Steve and I will probably talk about hopping off. Good news is we will be back on at 3 p.m. Central Time, and we will go through anything you guys want to go through for the next 2 hours or so, and 2 hours plus if it ends up being that we're on a run. And in my opinion, that Mother's Day series does make the most sense just given where we are at. So up to you. 4 speed flexes, Tom Brady, and a 2-tone John Elway authentic. Drake London and Hines Ward. 2, 4, 6, 8 headliners left in the last 13 boxes.
You don't
And
need
a ticket.
a basement bar when you have a tattoo parlor, a haircut salon, and a bar in there.
You don't need a yard when you have a basement bar. That's just a good saying.
You know, I heard a fun. Shaq told me a nice fun saying over the weekend.
Is it appropriate?
Yes, it's appropriate.
Okay.
But it meant it meant like something's equal, like a thought about something is equal.
Okay.
Let me look it up. Hold on, it was ridiculous. And it is only a Wisconsin like known phrase.
A Wisconsinite phrase.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Wisconsinites?
I think so.
I think they're Wisconians, actually.
Oh, Wisconians. There you go. Okay, hold on.
What do you call people from Wisconsin? Nope, they're Wisconsinites.
There it is.
Or cheeseheads.
Yes.
Or sconies? Sconies? Oh, sconies. That
So
makes
like
sense.
me and Shaq were talking about we were talking about like Shaq and Kobe, you know, like how their career and like where do you rank them? And he's like, yeah, it's a horse apiece.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a horse apiece, and I'm like, what? He's like, that's all I hear up here. And I looked it up, and it's like, only Wisconsinites say this.
That's funny. I don't think Jared's arguing with you.
Yeah, I don't think Jared's arguing with you. I don't think there's any arguing going on.
Trust me, I'd buy out the 1 and 4 quad if the lady didn't want the house. It's always about the house. All right, last call, guys. If we want to get anything going, otherwise, not a bad show. We'll come back ready to go. I'm guessing that hopefully we get some people that want to go here in the Mother's Day series, and we'll definitely get on a run there as long as that Brady's out there and those flexes. Personally, I'd rather have the Messi jersey and be in my apartment than the house. Less responsibility.
It's true.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, again, Craig pointed it out.
It's a horse apiece.
Craig pointed it out, and it's a good point. This Messi jersey is very expensive, guys. You can do your research on it. Licensed Lionel Messi jersey, Argentina. it's about as much as any of these helmets that you're going to find. The Bettis and Kyron dual sign, the Barkley, the Russ, it's right up there in value. So, you know, that is definitely still a major S tier hit that's in that series. I think we're going to go ahead and do the chase, though. So here we go. Double wheel spin. So whoever wins this, very worst, you're going to get $50. Very best, you're going to get $200. So let's find out. Here we go. 7 clicks, top spot gets the wheel spin. Good luck, good luck, good luck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How about Mark McAdams?
Getting in there.
Mark McAdams. Let me know if you're still out there, brother. Get up and at him, because we are ready to give you a chase wheel spin. Taylor Swift is still there. That's also one that's worth a decent amount.
Yeah, right.
That's also one that's worth a decent amount.
That one's worth a decent amount and has a big market.
I don't know why, but I want the Swift. Hey, get in. I mean, you don't have to buy out the quad, but you can get a spot. That's not going to put you back too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mark said, cool. Mark, all I need from you, brother, is a number 1 to 100 to start on. We'll give it a spin. Whatever it lands on, that is what you will get in the chase. He said, let me get 1. Let's go. We'll double it, whatever it lands on. So 26, 52, $52. 52.
Okay, sounds good.
$52. I mean, hey, that's a discount into anything. Could be a spot free if you want to play in the minis or the jerseys. The practice squad single as well. So you got some options there. All right, guys. I mean, it was a pretty fun show. We saw some cool stuff. Obviously, these two bad boys right here, the triple sign Cowboys Authentic, the Jim Brown Speed Flex, all some sick lids. But even more sick lids to be had in that Mother's Day series, I think, when we get closer to that one being finished, which hopefully could start at 3 p.m. Next show, we start off with a bang. I think so, Tyler. I think so. Yeah, 2:07 p.m. Me and Steven will literally be back at 3. So you guys take a little bit of a break, 53 minutes. Me and Mr. Ryan will be right back here doing what we do. Any final thoughts, Steven?
Fun show, but let's start out the next one off with a bang, like Tyler said.
Absolutely. Brady and 4 Speed Flex is still in that Mother's Day series. Plenty to do in the 1 and 4 and the Diamonds as well. Loaded up in the practice squad. Let's go have some fun at 3. We're live every single day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time here at Ultimate Autographs. Any spots you guys had that didn't fill in this show, they just carry over to the show at 3. We mean Steven again in just under an hour. Until then, everyone.